Guys, I got a great one for you. Thank you for tuning into this, the JP Lopez Show. Got my buddy Anthony Zimmerly on the podcast. Got my boy Aaron Mata. He's the owner and operator of Bubba and Breeze Grilled Cheese, him and his wife. Thomas Rios. Thomas has came a long way from his recovery in the hospital stay a couple months ago. I love to see... I just love to see him turn back to God and just love to see his growth. Anthony, that guy's amazing. Every time he comes on this show, he drops gems that just have me thinking for days, for weeks. So this is a great one. Get strapped in, get settled, get your popcorn. It's going to be a great one. It's a long one, but it's going to be good. I promise you. So sit back, relax, enjoy. It's the JP Lopez Show.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
It's the JP Lopez Show.
Welcome back to this, the JP Lopez Show. I'm going to do a new thing. I don't ever introduce my guests, bro. And when I'm editing it, and I'm like, motherfucker, you know what I mean? So, Aaron, plug and promote everything you got going on.
We are the owners of Bubba and Breeze Grilled Cheese. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram. I don't know any of the handles, so you'll have to look for it. But yeah, we're there. We post up our schedule. I mean, we don't have a big schedule yet right now with the cold weather, but we are doing First Friday Art Trail, Midnight Craving. You can catch us at them for sure. Them are our only two that we really have set in stone. But if we are open on anything else, my wife posts it on Facebook or Instagram, so follow us there.
If you haven't tried Bubba and Bree, like, go to the art trail. Yeah. You guys are mostly at every art trail, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Go to the art trail and look for Bubba and Bree. Y'all are usually in the Two Ducks or
no,
different?
we're on the Caspa side now.
Okay.
So yeah, we're on the main art trail side now.
Do yourself a favor and order some Bubba and Bree, for real. You won't be disappointed.
Yep,
that's some fire shit, bro. And I'm not just saying that because you're my boy.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Well, we try. We try to do our best that we can. So put out the best that we could do. So it's pretty good.
Mr. Zimmerly.
What up, baby?
Plug and promote everything, bro. Podcast, everything.
Yes, sir. So Anthony Ray, we host the Let Me Find Out podcast, me and my wife. And we've been kind of taking a little bit of a break, man. Been kind of like, dabbling back and forth whether we still need to do it or not. And I think we still do, and we are. Cool. And we will be back. And then we also host the Dogfellas podcast. It's just a podcast dedicated to breeders, all realms of breeding and everything. And I own Ant's Lawn Care, and my kennel's the Texas Frenchie Plug, and I'm fixing to start flipping gold, bro.
Gold?
Damn,
dude. Right now, gold is a motherfucker, bro.
Gold is crazy right now.
Gold and silver.
Yeah. I got my eyes on both, bro. So I've been studying it and like really interested in it and like intrigued, bro. So
everyone was afraid for silver to hit 80, and
it's
once
crazy,
it did,
bro.
boom, bro.
It's crazy.
So
I'm fixing to go sell everything I got.
What is it now? Silver's like 100.
Silver is a little bit over 100, and gold is like $4,000, bro.
So Samsung fucked up silver, right?
Yeah.
Because now they're gonna start using silver for their batteries. Mm-hmm. So everybody's jumping on that shit.
Go buy all kinds of Samsung phones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man.
Because I think I could be wrong, but maybe you might know. I think in the beginning, didn't Apple have some kind of Samsung battery in their shit? Maybe the iPod.
I think so, bro. I think the very first original iPods and iPhones had
So I mean, now they don't intertwine with each other like Android and but dude, they used to use Samsung batteries like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. So I've been kind of studying on that, man. So here pretty soon, I already got everything ordered, bro, to get everything started. Yeah.
I'm going to have to get with you, bro, because I really want to start putting money in other shit.
Yeah. Me too, bro. Like,
it's scary to think what our dollar's going to be.
It is, dude. And like whenever you can actually hold something that's worth of value,
That's your
yeah,
money
Yeah.
that the bank can't take away.
Man, I got a friend of mine that has been buying gold since it was like $16 an ounce, bro.
There's some vending machines that sell gold too. Mm-hmm. I know that.
I know
Dude, Costco, bro.
Yeah, Costco has
Yeah.
gold little bars.
Yeah. If
or
you go to
little
Costco,
things.
bro, you can find gold and silver.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yep.
Dude, I feel like freaking idiot, dude. This guy at my work, dude, probably 15 years ago, 16 years ago, he was telling me about like I don't know if he knew it was gonna happen, but he kept telling me, Aaron, buy gold, buy silver, because it's gonna be worth money. This was 16 years ago, dude. He was telling me. And dude, I thought he was just some crazy dude because I'm like, bro, like every day he's telling me the same thing. Every time I see him, he's like, hey, Aaron, make sure you tell your dad, like, pull money out of his 401k and buy gold and silver. Like, he was telling me this forever, all the time, dude. And then he ended up leaving Mrs. Bear's where he worked, dude named Johnny. He left there, dude. And even the last day that he was there, he was like, hey, I'm telling you, buy gold and silver. He's been telling me this forever, and I never did. Now I'm like, seeing the prices.
did it, bro.
I'm like, God dang, dude.
It's ridiculous, bro. Like it's at an all-time high right now, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know I follow a few money market accounts on social media, and they were talking mad shit. Like, dude, if it reaches 80, we're fucked. And then now it's 100, bro. Because
Yeah. Even like scrap, bro. Buy the scrap and you can melt it down, create bars. You know what I mean?
fuck, dude.
Well, my wife got a bunch of James Avery, so
Yeah. What time?
I'm gonna have to trade in all them charms.
You're gonna be
It's an
all
investment.
pissed. You're
Yeah.
gonna be all pissed when they melt it and
badass.
it's
Hey,
like
what happened to my
2% silver.
Pandora bracelet? Like, I don't know.
I'm all with the big old chain. Oh, what happened to your little charm?
I don't know. Yeah, bro.
Dang, that's crazy.
Mr. Rios, plug and promote all the shit you got, man.
Man, hearing y'all stuff, I'm like, I started OnlyFans. Reach out to Thomas. No, man. First, I just recently started a new job, so I appreciate all the prayers, man. Things have been looking good. So one day at a time, but still doing the lawn service, man.
Hit that phone number, bro.
806-535-4215. Reach out to me or Genesis Rios. So we're still getting it.
We'll take down Christmas lights.
Yeah.
We'll
Do it all.
do rake ups.
I'm afraid of heights. Yeah, but just getting after it, man. Yeah, we're still leaf cleanups, alley cleanups. We still help out, where we can and shit like that. But yeah, I started a new, I'm a, what do you call it, landscaper for some apartment complexes now. So
yeah.
things are
Congrats,
looking
bro.
up, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. It's been a big blessing taking a step out to just try something different, something new, something what I know a little bit about. But
How do you both of y'all could probably answer this? How do you get trees birds out of your trees, bro?
Birds?
Yeah, like I mean, other than chopping the tree limbs.
they sell these little guns that you can shoot, pop, and it scares them off. That's what.
Because I always heard like fake snakes or some shit.
Owls,
but-
bro.
Owls.
Oh yeah,
Owls
true. I've
keep
heard
them
that.
away.
I've heard
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Dude, I'm so tired of this front tree because it's my neighbor's tree, so I can't cut it.
Shit's all over your
And
car.
dude, it shits all over my car all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I would try an owl, like a fake owl. Some of them like have like automatic
Well, they
swivel
move there,
in
yeah.
the head.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So a fake one, they're gonna catch on, bro. They ain't dumb.
Yeah.
Just go out there and say, "Whoo!" early in the morning. Whoo.
Yeah, but they got some that are like that you could program to like make noise
Yeah.
and turn their head and stuff like that.
Damn.
So
I'm gonna have to look into that.
I seen the people at United, the managers, like that United right here in Boston. They were out there with lasers, like they have like the green lasers, and they were putting them in the trees because the birds were all. Well, I mean, they cut down all the ones where the parking lot, where the entrance was, because they were shitting on everything.
Yeah.
But the ones by the road, he would get out there with a laser and stand on the sidewalk and just shooting laser lights
in
at
it,
it,
yeah.
like green beams at the
And they would
trees.
fly away?
I guess it would keep them away.
They literally had me walk around with this little orange thing the first couple of days, and you just shoot at this, and they fly off and shit. So, of course, you have at an apartment complex, you have to email everybody, "Hey,
hey.
nobody's doing
There's a
drive-by
guy over
shootings.
here
but
shooting up-
some
shooting up the
Mexican dude
place."
shooting up." Yeah, for real though. And I love birds, so I feel bad.
Was
but
it a solvent or
No, it's like it almost looks like a little Nerf gun, little, but it has
like
like
a
little
salt gun, maybe.
Yeah, basically, like it's like a little pellet, so it won't hurt them, but scares them off. But yeah, you gotta do it like once or twice a day over there, so it's crazy, bro. Yeah.
Chingo?
I'll take one from work. I'll give it to you. You're gonna be all,
Ah, motherfucker. You're all shooting this side.
hell yeah. I'm from the Arnett, baby.
Guys, thank y'all for coming,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks for
this,
having us,
this one's gonna be a fun one. I was pretty excited for this
Hell
one.
yeah.
Especially when Mr. Aron finally replied back. This fucker don't be texting back for shit.
Bro, if you see
It's
my
like 3 weeks later, my bad, dog. I've been busy. No one's that fucking busy,
I was
bro.
on the back nine. I was on the
got-
back nine.
I got 96,000 unanswered emails.
96,000. Yeah,
Thousand.
just delete them, bro.
Just delete-
Just fucking
At this
delete
point.
'em.
My text messages, if I was to look, let's see. Look at
God, damn,
365
One
messages.
for every day of the year.
190 phone calls.
God, dang.
So
That's
throw that away,
crazy.
bro. You don't even use it.
Dude,
Throw your phone away.
that's why I said don't message me, message her. Because,
Damn it.
dude, it's,
How many of those are hers, bro?
Yeah, he's like, I haven't checked.
dude, I have messages from all kinds of people I don't even know.
You know what's funny is I relied on my Apple Watch. Like, I'm just now realizing how dependent I was on the Apple Watch because it broke the other day. And dude, I don't know my head from my ass. Like I'm like you. I look on my phone and I'm like, fucking 10 messages. Fuck. But it would make sense if I put it on ring, like the
Yeah,
ringer.
I have it on
I
silent
don't
too.
have it on
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah.
Me too. I get so many phone calls or like work texts. Dude, my work texts, oh my God, dude. They're like back and forth. Like one person will ask for some bread or something, right? And then we're in a group text with 17 people.
Yeah.
Well, then the other person, oh yeah, I got a tray. I could spare another one. I got a tray. And then he's like, okay, thanks. Hey, no problem. So it's just like bing,
Yeah, back
bing,
and
bing.
forth.
I'm
Just
like,
a bunch of
bro,
shit you don't even need
yeah,
to know.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, those are annoying, bro.
fuck, dude, just message
Yeah.
him direct,
Message-
you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, for
don't put it
real.
in the group chat. God, dude, that
Act like
thing
you're
pisses-
talking shit about me. Message him directly.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. God, dude, like a bunch of girls is what it feels like, dude, because it just
Yeah.
firing off. And
Group
one day,
chats are crazy.
well,
Yeah.
dude, one day she was telling me, like, well, why do you always have your phone on silent? I said, I'll turn it on. And then there it goes, dude. She's there, and it's like, bing, bing, bing. She's like, who's messaging you? I said, it's work chat. And I look at it, nothing involves me, but it was just going off. She's like, no, put it on silent. And I was like, see, I knew it, dude. Like, I don't want to hear that crap all freaking day.
Guys, I got to tell y'all, I'm fully supportive of everything that my friends do. But to receive the love back, to see y'all at the live show, man, it meant everything in the world, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all, man.
Sure, bro.
Like,
It was a good time.
It
I
was,
wasn't
man, it
able to
was.
make it to the last one, bro. I wasn't
yeah, you were
here,
at
but-
town, yeah.
Yeah. But this one was live, bro. It was fire.
I mean, I know we're 4 episodes in already from the live show, and you're like, you're going to keep talking about the live show? But, dude, it really warmed my heart to see all the support there.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, dude, it was
was a good
unreal
time.
to see
It was a
everything
good
like that.
time.
Like we got there at 8. It was like 8:10 or 8:05. Bro, we were 30 people deep, like in line. I'm like, God
Yeah.
dang! Like by the time we
Yeah.
walked in there, I was like, we were screwed. Like I saw the line, I was like, yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah.
I
got
never
lucky
been in
that
Jake's, but-
Ramos and them said, hey, bro, we got a table. We got some chairs for y'all. Like, hell yeah. I thought we were going to stand up the whole time, bro.
So we had mic check at 7:30. So we left the house at like 7:15 because it's down the way.
Yeah.
And there was already people lined up, and I was like,
Badass, man.
"What the fuck?"
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I pulled in, I'm telling you, I was like, I've been to concerts there, and it was packed. I was like, oh shit, you know, it was good
Yeah.
to see some old faces and some new faces.
Yeah,
and met
yeah,
some
for
people.
sure.
Yeah,
Saw
it's
a
only
bunch of
getting
old schools.
it's
yeah.
only getting
It
bigger
was
and
a
better. bro.
star-studded event.
The red carpet.
I had,
the
That
red
was-
I had
carpet.
Bubba and Bree there. Then let me find out.
That's badass, right? Hell yeah.
It was dope, bro.
You did, bro.
It was dope.
It was tight, man. I liked
Yeah.
it, man. It was a good show.
But
The
I really
comedians
wanted,
were funny, bro.
dude. So partnering up with Laugh Up City, he got to pick the lineup,
Okay, yeah.
and I didn't understand the lineup because I was like, well, it's mostly Mexican, so I figured Rafa might headline it and close it. But it worked out.
Yeah,
Like, he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a real good performance. Who was that guy that was yelling that? What? That
In the
On the
audience,
stage?
yeah.
I don't know who that was, man.
Did you
In the
hear
crowd?
that? Guy?
In the
Yeah,
crowd?
in the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, in the crowd? No, I don't
That
know
one that
who
was yelling what?
I heard Kimothy like kind of
Yeah.
roast him, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. I was looking over there. I
It
couldn't.
wasn't a plant.
I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah, we
it could
planned that,
be.
guys. We planned that.
I just need you to go over there and heckle me, bro.
Yeah, it was funny, dude. I was like, everybody's looking at him.
Hey, that second dude was Huddle was funny, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
The
He's,
second dude was on the shit too.
I really like Haro, bro.
yeah. He's a good kid
I
too,
can't
man.
I can't say his name enough, and he's actually going to San Antonio for a TikToker comedian.
saw that.
He called them to open up his show.
That's dope.
It's good to see Lubbock's starting to get some recognition for
I think
that.
it's funny whenever you make yourself laugh, bro, with your
Yeah.
own jokes. You know what I mean?
You know it's good, huh?
Yeah, that shit's funny.
Hado and Mr. Is, bro, they laugh at their own shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
He
he
did
did good
he did
hosting.
good MCing too, bro.
I keep giving him his flowers, but he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, bro, you did badass, man.
Yeah.
Like, you did good.
It's
Yeah.
pressure to get
Everybody
up there
did
and
good,
be
bro.
funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because like these guys have little skits, you know, they have stuff that they thought about, written about, or whatever when they're going up there. This dude's just going on the fly. You know, he's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Why hosting
In
a show?
between,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, it's tough.
Yeah.
So he did good, man.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Shout out Mr. Is.
Yeah, I
But
think
thank you guys
he's
for
good
coming,
at
man.
playing off of their set. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
their
good.
energy
Good
and
MC,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm thinking a bigger venue. That way everybody gets seated for the next show. And like I told you, I'm thinking the live show's got to be something different because we kind of lost the crowd when we started the live show. It's got to be something different, I think. But we'll see.
Yeah.
And probably more than likely the next live show is gonna have. It's got to have some kind of big name, whether it's an artist but it has to. It has to. I'm currently looking and seeing like the rates on these,
Let's get it.
and some of these guys, the rates are not that bad. So,
Really? Amen,
Yeah.
bro. Let's
Sweet.
get it, brother. Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'm glad to see how far it's going. You know.
and I'm not talking to like these A-listers. I'm talking like some people
You
that
start
people
looking
know
for
on
sponsors,
TikTok
bro.
and shit. Yeah,
Sponsors, you know.
I'm gonna start trying to hit up like investors and sponsors and shit and go from there.
Dang, that's sweet, man.
But I love it, man. I loved this last one. It was fucking fun, bro.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. And if no one shows up to this motherfucker, I'm like, fuck, hang it up.
I'm done.
Yeah. Hang it up.
I'll be there drinking like the last one.
Called Jake's back. Hey, I need another
I don't
room.
think you'll have a problem getting people there, bro. On the cool.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Neither.
It's always in the back of my mind, though. you
Oh
know?
yeah. We're always gonna. Don't overthink it though, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, to see that crowd there and just
And then I was kind of pissed. Asked the wife, because that whole week the weather was nice, and then that Saturday the high was like
Got
30
cold
degrees,
as
and I was
hell,
like,
bro.
fuck, ain't nobody gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Thomas,
Yes, sir.
what's the most beautiful thing you've ever laid eyes on? Person, place, or thing?
I think the obvious answer is my kids are firstborn. Either three for me, my three daughters. I forget a lot of stuff in life, but I can go back to those moments, like especially the first time being a dad at 21, seeing I was an uncle before that, so I got to experience that. But when it's I think that was probably being a dad, but also now being a grandpa, man. Like being a step grandfather, it's just. I love her just as much as if I got to walk her out of the nursery room or whatever. But for me, it's that. You know what I mean? My girls.
But 3 kids, right? So did it intensify each kid or did it lessen?
The middle one I
each
don't like
kid?
as much. Nah, she'll kick my ass. She does that. So yeah, the first one it's something different, right? It's being young. I won't say. I don't have favorites, so they're all equal. Each moment was like meant the world. I think my last one when I realized we weren't going to have any more kids, I think it was a little bit more meaningful to me because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have any more kids.
Oh, wow.
So and that's my baby now, but
And no boy.
no boy,
So
man.
you just knew.
Yeah, and I was okay with it. A lot of times people would be like, "You need to have a son," and I think every man wants to have a boy. But man, I literally just wanted them babies to be healthy. Have all their fingers, be better than me, and they succeeded at that. So, and if I have a grandson one day, hell yeah, I love it. But if whatever God blesses them with, I'm grateful. So, because I didn't know if I could have kids, and for whatever reason, He gave me 3 girls back to back. So. So I won't say it intensified because I love them equally, man. Like they don't believe me. They always say, "Oh, the youngest one's my favorite," or they think Genesis is my favorite. But I love them equal, man. I really do. So they're all special moments.
Anthony, did the wife want to have a boy? Like on the, let's give it one more try, or no, y'all were done too.
We're done. We knew that our baby girl was our completion.
Amen.
Yeah. Whether it was a boy or a girl, we had a name picked out for a boy, but she was good either way, you know. Yeah, I mean, we had our like basically our son is our son, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was cool, like with our baby girl being what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knew that was it.
I just in the back of my mind I always think like the woman wants to have like the mama's boy like
Yeah.
Nah, she man, like on the cool, she thinks boys are hard, bro. She said, man, this little dude was hard. Because I mean, whenever we got together, he was 15 months, so he was still a baby.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
Yeah.
15 months.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she
And
pretty
he's
much raised him.
24 now.
Yeah.
24. Fixing to be 24, something like that. So she was like, man, boys are
Yeah,
hard.
okay, so then
You know
that
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense now.
Yeah. Yep.
I always wanted a girl.
Yeah.
Always
I got
wanted
4,
a girl.
bro. Shit.
I know.
I think a girl's hard.
Every
hard, bro.
every
They're expensive,
fucking
too.
minute
See
of
my hairline.
her
All the
young
grades.
life, bro. Probably until she probably hit high school would have been documented. I'd have been behind her with a camera and YouTube videos like a motherfucker with her. I always wanted a girl.
You think if Miko has
It's a
a girl?
different love. It's a different love.
Oh yeah, it changes you. Do you think if Miko ever has a daughter, you will get to step into
Boy
that?
or girl.
You'll, oh yeah,
Boy or girl. It's gonna be documented their whole
Hell
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not soon.
yeah, right, yeah. Take your
But
time.
yeah.
Amen. to that.
Because I already have 2 good friends that are already grandpas, 3 good friends, and nah,
Yeah.
I like not having grandbabies right now.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I'm 50 for that shit.
y'all hear that quiet? Yeah, babies are. Oof.
Well, fuck, Brian Hernandez was in his 30s when he was a grandma.
Dang.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, fuck. I want to say they had her when they were like 14, 15, and then she had
Yeah, it was
a
like
kid early too.
13, 14.
Yeah. Brian, right?
Yeah,
13,
13,
14.
14, yeah.
And then she had a kid like early too. I don't know how early, but yeah, he was
It's
in his
amazing
30s.
to see them still going strong, bro.
For real,
Bro,
brother.
that is unheard of, man. Unheard of.
Yes, like he anytime we talk, I don't get to see him much, but he'll tell me, he's like, I know the world doubted us, and I was like, that's why I respect him
You
even
went
more,
against
bro.
the
Because
odds, man, for sure.
Yeah, shout out to them.
yeah,
shout
man,
out to
Brian's
them.
good.
They were there.
Brian
They
Jessica.
were there at your show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went out for drinks afterwards, and they were there too. They went out. It was a good time, bro. What would you say is the most beautiful thing you ever seen?
Man, bro, the most beautiful thing that I've seen, man, besides my wife and my girls, for sure, man, is to see my oldest daughter become a mom.
Nice.
Yeah, she whenever she became a mom, it was a beautiful thing, man, because she loves that little girl the way I would want my daughter to love her daughter.
wow.
You know what I mean? And she's a handful, bro. She is crazy. And now she's got 2. And just to see her be a mom to those girls, bro, is just it's amazing, bro. You know what I mean? It's like like Thomas is saying, man, like it's just amazing, bro, to see. Like, it makes me feel like I did something right, bro. You know what I
right,
mean?
bro, yeah.
Did I at least? And then like we've had our kids on the podcast with our friends, and they like basically interviewed our kids, and our kids were like, even the mess that they were living through, the things that they were going through, they never made us feel like we weren't kids or anything like that. You know what I mean? They're like, they were good parents.
Like
as
you
bad
coddled
as-
them or something?
not like kind of like the dope dealing, getting addicted to drugs, doing all of that mess. They never really felt
Amen, bro,
that aftermath, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always kept them first, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Okay,
And
I
then
get
to
it now.
see, like, it could have went a whole other way, bro, with her being a mom. You know what I mean? But to see her step up and be a mom and a stay-at-home mom, and her dude take over and handle business it's amazing, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm like, hell yeah, at least we did something right, bro.
Man,
You
good
know what
job
I
to
mean?
y'all, man.
Wow,
for real.
bro. Yeah.
I love to hear that.
Dang. Top that.
Good luck. Yeah, my daughter's only 10, and that's what I'm worried about is like her finding a good dude and somebody that, like just raising her right to, because I just don't. I wanted her to know that she doesn't need to have a dude, at an early age. Of course, I want her to find a husband, but like I just don't want her to have to rely on that. Like,
Yeah,
I want her
amen to
to be able to be strong and independent and stuff like that. Of course, every guy wants their daughter to be like that, but
Yeah.
you know, that's what I'm worried about. Like just little elementary stuff. Like even now, it's like this little kid likes her, and I'm like,
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude,
I remember those days. Oh, yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
want to trip that little boy.
Right, exactly.
Dude, it's like last year.
Who the fuck's that little boy?
Dude, last year on Valentine's, she had some little dude that liked her.
Oh, that's cool.
And dude spent about $100 on her as a fourth grader.
On Valentine's?
Bro, this dude got her a heart, a chocolate filled heart. $75 for the heart. It's like it was bigger than her. Like she was carrying it
Hey,
with
take
2
that
hands.
back, bro.
And I'm like,
You better not wrap that. We're taking that
dude. And then he got her
we need cereal, bread.
I don't have the receipt, but can I have to take it back?
and then he got her like a little stuffed animal and something else. And we're there at the Valentine's party, and the mom pulls me aside, and she's like, I know it looks like a lot, but you know, I'm just trying to raise my son to know how to treat a woman or stuff like that. I was like, first of all, my little daughter's a little girl.
Yeah.
Like saying, well, you're 4th grade. Like, I mean, like this is crazy, but
You're going to go broke by the time you're
I
a
was
senior.
I was like, God
Damn,
dang,
dude, that's
dude.
crazy.
And then now there's another guy that already asked her to be her Valentine, and they try to keep it away from me. And my wife, they don't want me to even know about
Typical
it.
raza.
Yeah, like I'm like, who's
Don't tell your dad, baby.
I'm like, who's?
She tells me-
Yeah, that's what.
She's like, she started not telling me something, and she's like, "No, I'm not going to tell you." She's like, "Because I already know you're going to tell Dad."
That's what's
that's how my
Yeah,
girl
like,
is.
they keep it
That's how
from
my
me,
daughter
right? And
is.
I'm like, who's texting her phone? And she's like, don't worry about it. I'm already handling it. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, it hurts me. Like it pisses me off, but it really hurts me more because I know she's already getting to that point where, you know, kids are looking at her that like her and stuff like that. Like, you know, she is getting older. I mean, her birthday's, you know, coming up, and it just like, oh, dude,
Okay,
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
So let me ask you this. I knew girls in middle school that couldn't do shit. Like mom and dad didn't let them do fucking nothing. And then as soon as they got out of high school,
Wild
man,
out.
they fucking wild
Yeah.
out, had like 5 kids, like back to back to back, because they never had that freedom.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I'm telling you all that because when do you loosen the reins a little bit with your daughter?
Well, I'm pretty loose with her now, because I honestly I didn't even think I was gonna be the dad to like let her stay over at house, and she's already had probably 5, 6, 7 sleepovers.
I don't think I could ever do that.
And the only but these are the stipulations that I have. For one, the little girl that she goes most of the time with is I already met the parents. We hung out with the parents to introduce him, meet him. He's a really good dude. She's a super nice stay-at-home mom. But their daughter is her best friends with my daughter, but she doesn't have any brothers. She has a little brother, but he's like 3.
Yeah.
So I don't want her staying at a house that the friend has an older brother that's older than them. Like that's an automatic no for me.
For sure.
If I don't get a good vibe from the dad, or we don't hang out with him before, so I could meet him, see how he is, see how he acts, or whatever, that's a no. And then so that's one of her friends that she sleeps over the most, probably 3 or 4 times she's been there. And then she has another friend that she slept over, but they're the same way. She's a single mom, and then she has 2 other kids, but the little boy's like 2. So I don't have an issue with that because they're only just sleeping over. Like one of the girls had a little birthday party, slumber party at the hotel, and the mom ran a room out. It was all the girls and her and the mom, and they bring canes. So I mean, I've done that, but
I'm a dad. I have a 10-year-old daughter. She asked me, "Can I go spend the night?" I'm going to Amazon and buying a body cam. And I'm like, you can only spend the night if you wear this body cam all fucking night.
Yeah.
dang,
That's the dad in you. Yeah.
And what I do with my girls, like here recently, I took my daughter out. We went on a little date. We went and had breakfast, and I just kind of explained to her. My wife already had the whole talk with her, so I kind of just reiterated everything and told her, what I expect of her from him. And then, just kind of lay down the boundaries and all that type of stuff, and
That's
just told
important.
her what she means to me and all of that type of stuff. And then I took her to go get her a purity ring.
That's
And just
dope,
kind of
bro.
broke it down, and I've done that with basically all of my girls. And it's worked for some it hasn't, but at least I try to instill that with them,
It gives her that example to look up to.
What's
actually.
this age that you're talking about right now?
12.
12. Amen. Yeah.
So automatically they're cool with the purity ring, right? Or no?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
they're cool with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I just explained to them what it is, and you know, and I didn't want her to be all, you know, because her mom had that whole talk with her, and I didn't want to tell her during breakfast or whatever. I said, look,
Yeah.
I know your mom's already talked to you about it, and I stand right beside her on that, and those are our.
That's dope, bro.
Those are the rules, the foundations. That's what we believe. That's what God believes, and I'm gonna back that 100%. You know, and just kind of told her. I said, look, I've been a little boy before, and I've seen how they act. I know what they're about. They're cool at first, and then they turn into these little assholes afterwards. I said, I've been there. I've done that. But I want you to know.
$75
Yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, you know. But you know, so I just kind of did that, man. You know, I was about 12 years old, bro. Once they start, you know, noticing little boys noticing them, you know what I mean? That's when it, you know, I think it really.
I just don't know if I can have that talk. Like I want to be that person because I like even the stuff that they try to hide from me and stuff. Like I don't want it to be like that. You know, like I want her to come up to me and be like, "Hey, Dad, this little boy likes me," or I have feelings for this little boy, or whatever. Like I want her to. I don't want her to be scared because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to put fear in her. I just want to have her have trust in me.
Open communication.
Yeah, and I want to be able to trust her. Like, okay, I understand that you got a good head on your shoulders. I could trust you that you're not going to go out there and do something you shouldn't. You know, like that's the relationship I want to have with her. But at the same time, I say that, but then in my mind, I'm thinking like she's gonna do the worst.
Yeah.
She's gonna do something. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
I know her mom.
Yeah, like dude, it's fucking.
That's
dude,
crazy.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard.
I say enjoy every moment, even the frustrating parts where you're like, because it goes by so fast. And anybody will tell you that has their kids grow up, it goes by fast. So you're gonna miss these moments, you know, of the setting the boundaries and stuff. But don't ever think that you're too hard, because like what you're doing is basically what Anthony's saying. You're setting boundaries, right? You're setting guidelines. Like, yeah, Mika, I want you to be able to go do these things, but there's stipulations to it.
Yeah.
And she's gonna always have that like insurance of her daddy has her back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, teenage girls, when they get a little older, they're gonna butt heads with you sometimes, but also hold on to those moments, man, because they're I've learned through a little psychology or counseling that I got, it's only because you're their comfortable place. You know what I mean? They can be how they truly feel with you. So having girls, man, for some reason God trusts us with girls.
So arguing, right? Which I know it sounds bad because I'm dad and you're a little kid. They told you like that's because they're safe.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
I never thought of it like that, bro.
even with the babies, when babies, and I learned, it took me lots of help to get, and I'm still getting the help. But like with babies, when babies kind of throw temper tantrums with certain people that they're close to, you think of it, it's because they know they can get their way. But if you read up a little bit, it's also too because like you're their comfort. So
they know they could act like that.
because they can't truly express themselves, but with their mom, their dad, or their grandma, they're able to be themselves. So I was a badass kid. I mean, anybody in my family would tell you I was spoiled by my tias.
Yeah.
I was a spoiled kid, but because of that, by the time I turned 4 or 5, I developed this sense of like the importance of having family. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to be this badass kid that nobody wanted to be around because he's, they used to call me Malachi from Children of the Corn and shit. And but
I wonder why.
Oh yeah, I know. So now I turned out better because of it. But no, just the kids will. Yeah, when you're comfortable with someone, you kind of like for my girls, I was their safe space. They didn't have their mom around, and so they, as much as they were hurting, not only from their mom not walking out on them, dad's an asshole too. Dad, I'm a man. They had to deal with a man by himself. So I realized that we butt heads and stuff. And counseling was teaching me. They're like you when I guess talking to my girls, they would let me know not what they said, but they're like, you're their safe space. You know? You're how they feel. So they're going to express good, bad, sad, happy emotions. So and girls are different than us dudes.
To add to that, we also forget that little kids are humans.
Yeah,
real,
dude.
Like we forget that they've got bad days too. You know, like it's fix your fucking attitude. Well, fuck, they just had a badass day, and then you got dad and mom fucking ragging on them.
My dad hit me the side of the head. Okay, I better shape up.
And what made me understand that was a TikTok video a couple years ago that little boy was I'm tired, I'm cranky, and the dad's like, well, you don't want to wrestle. Well, maybe later. If y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, kids are fucking humans and they have bad days too.
I think one thing that my wife always tells the kids, man, is like, I trust you until you give me a reason not to. You know what I mean? Like, I'll give you all the trust in the world until you give me a reason not to. Then we got problems, you know?
And what's funny too about that is like, you knowing everybody, you got eyes everywhere. So if she's out in public acting a fool,
Bro,
you're
it's
gonna fucking
be
know.
exposed, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope though, man.
Yep.
That's dope. That,
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. And that puts pressure on the kids too, because they're like, oh shit, they have to look over their shoulder.
Yeah.
That's one thing we told my son, and she hammered it home all the time. She was like, "Motherfucker, we got eyes everywhere."
Yeah.
But he never was he never acted out.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Y'all raised
I
a
don't
good
think.
one, man.
But Aaron, what was the most beautiful thing you put your eyes on?
Well, the same thing as them. You know, my kids. Probably my son was the best. Just being a dad the very first time. But if I was to do a place that, I mean, other than my son's birth, because that was like super special to me. But like if I was to see a place, when we went to when we graduated, my mother-in-law took us on a trip to California, and I stepped foot on Pebble Beach, and like me being a golfer, oh dude, it was the like. It was like my heaven, dude. Like I stepped on the 18th green. We couldn't play because it was like a 3-month book tee time. This was back in 2002. And Tiger Woods had just won the Pro-Am there. So there was like a plaque with his little name and everything. And I walked on the 18th green, and like just to think of all the history and all the people who've walked this green and were in this presence.
Wow.
It was dude, it was amazing, dude. Like
That was your Smithsonian moment.
yeah, dude. It was just like, I mean, this is it, dude. Like you think of Pebble Beach, it's like, other than the Masters or all these, you know, things, like Pebble Beach is
Now,
iconic.
forgive me for my ignorance, but obviously Pebble Beach is not like the Masters.
No,
Like-
it's
like
not a major.
You can tour it, or you can, like you said, you couldn't play there, but you could step foot on there.
Yeah.
Like you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I mean, even like most of the other courses you can, like the Masters, you can't. That's like members only.
Okay,
But
yeah.
like Pebble Beach is a public course, so I could
I
play
didn't
on
know
it.
that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can?
You
So
can
like
play
400?
on it.
I didn't know
400 around?
No, it's 1,000 now. I had a buddy that I played with at the Rawls course, and he played there last year. It was $1,000 for a round there now.
I'll go be a caddy.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that's nuts.
Yeah,
That
and
is
he said
nuts.
back in 2000, like he's played it multiple times, but he said back in like 2002, 2003 when I went, he said the green fee there was like $300.
Yeah.
But now it's $1,000 to play, is what he told me. But whenever I had asked, I just asked to see if there was open tee times, whatever. And no, they said no, it was a 3-month waiting list.
They didn't laugh at you.
No, I mean I could barely afford the damn
Yeah.
markers and stuff they had.
But what I'm saying, they weren't assholes and
Oh
like,
no,
laughed
no,
at
they
you.
were cool, man. Because I even asked them like, can I go to the 18th green and just like get on it and walk it? And they were like, yeah, because we had got there early enough that the tee times, the people teeing off, they were still on the front side, so there wasn't nobody coming up 18. So we were able to get there, and we ate at the cafe there, and
dope, man.
it was just
It's
like I said,
badass.
when I saw that place, dude. And I saw the 18th green, I saw the flag, and I saw the water on the background. And I got out there, and I'm like, dude, like, the greatest players to ever play this game been here. You know what I mean? Like, I could have stepped foot where Tiger stepped. You know what I'm saying?
It's even
Yeah.
better
Like,
than
that's-
TV.
yeah.
Better
Dude,
than seeing
it
on
was
TV.
Oh, dude, like you hear the waves crashing.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see,
man.
I mean, like, dude, it was so early in the morning. I mean, like we were there early, like midday, I guess. By the time we I got onto the 18th hole, but the sun was up. It was just perfect, dude. It was like picture perfect. Like, dude, when I stepped out there, it was amazing. That's
cool,
Wow,
Like
bro.
to me, that's the most beautiful thing. Close second to me is we took our kids to 2 years ago. We went to Winter Park in Colorado, and we did the Colorado Rocky Mountain tour, and we went up there, and dude, I mean, we're there July 4th. We went on July 4th that weekend, and we went up to the mountains, and there's still snow up there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So my kids got off, played in
On
the
4th
snow
of July?
on the 4th of July.
Damn.
Like, dude,
Wow,
when we went up there and we were making the tour, like, I mean, dude, like, it's not a tour, it's just the road that you ride. But I mean, just to see the mountains and how massive, like, dude, you're like, it's unreal, you know, like to see how big they are. Like you can see it on thing and you can see it from far away and it's like, that's a big ass mountain. But when you're there and the pictures that we took and they're like, there's like a bunch of like drop offs, like you ride off and then you could get off and take pictures.
Yeah.
But dude, like some of the mountains, dude, oh my God, dude, that's a close second to me.
Yeah, I love the Colorado mountains.
Yeah,
man.
dude, it was amazing.
Driving, because I mean, you get accustomed to this flatland shit.
Yeah.
And driving in Arizona and in Utah, bro, I'm like you said, you're just driving down a regular fucking street and all these mountains in the background.
yeah,
You're like, what
crazy.
the fuck?
Yeah. We're so used to being able to see 5 miles down the road, you know?
It's
And,
massive.
Amarillo
ass
from here,
mountains.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
What's going on over there?
I was gonna echo what you talking about. Colorado. There's a place in Golden, Colorado called Mother Cabrini, and she was like a kind of a Mother Teresa type of person, and she helped orphans. And well, anyway, she on it's big mountains, and they have I don't know the exact height, but it's almost like the Jesus in Brazil. They have a big statue. It's probably at least 100 feet. It's big, but you walk up. I want to say 300, 400 steps. You have to walk. So when we were kids, my dad would take us up there and all the family. And my grandma, dude, before she passed away, she walked the steps. It was so as y'all were talking about it, one of the most beautiful experiences as you get to the top, like because you don't see, you just hear about it, you know. And they found her dead, and they built like this, you know, colony for her, whatever. But as you walk up those steps, you don't see the Jesus at all somehow. But as you go around and you get up to it, man, you get to the top and it's beautiful. And it's like I said, it's a statue of Jesus. It's a big, you know, Catholic thing. But my uncle that passed that I was telling you about in junior high, I had an uncle that passed away from AIDS. My dad and all the aunts and uncles took his bandanas that he would wear, and we took it up to the very top and we put it under some rocks. So maybe 10 years later, 12 years later, we all went up to Colorado for a family reunion, and we went and looked up there, and the bandanas are still under there.
No way.
Yeah, it was cool. Dude.
Wow.
That experience was probably that, because right after that, my grandma died, so she got
And
to
you
experience
took
it.
them.
Yeah,
They're still here.
I think, yeah. You took them. See, I was all looking for money and shit. Did he plant? No, I think they gave it to my grandma right before she passed away. But yeah, it's beautiful, man. If anybody ever gets a chance, it's in Golden, Colorado. It's called Mother Cabrini. Look it up. It's a cool spot.
Man, that's because we went to Golden, Colorado, but we went to go tour the Coors plant. We went to the Coors Light plant and drank beer, and it was that place was badass too.
The wife is like dying for a Colorado trip.
Oh, dude,
Go, bro.
dude. Our kids, that's the only place they ask for now. Like we've already been 3 or 4. No, there's 2 or 3 times now, and every time we go, because we were doing birthdays and stuff like that, but I'm like, we're spending so much money on a birthday. Let's just, where do you want to go? Like, let's
take
do
trips,
like we'll
man.
take them to a trip. Even if it's just us 4, like we're gonna still spend the money.
That's still better.
Yeah. So then we ask them. They're like, I want to go to Colorado. I want to go to Colorado.
That's
I was
cool,
like,
bro.
I was like, cool. I mean, we're trying to go new places. Like the first one we did Colorado Springs. This last one we did Winter Park, and now I think we're gonna go to like Aspen or somewhere.
I want to do a hot springs in
Yeah.
Colorado.
Oh, yeah. Bro, yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Which one?
Pagosa Springs.
Yeah. That's the one that got flooded recently, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it got flooded with all that rain. Like it
I definitely want
demolished
to go
it.
check that
The
out.
whole hot springs
The
got
whole,
messed up?
yeah, the whole fucking
Damn.
thing. But I want to go to hot springs.
That'd be cool.
So my grandma was my everything, dude. And I know my mom's still alive, and I know it kind of sucks to say that, but she was my favorite person in the whole wide world growing up, man. Like you couldn't peel me off of her. Yeah. So then when she got sick with Alzheimer's, I mean, that's a nasty disease, bro. Fucking nasty.
Damn.
And she was at the point where, she wasn't my grandma no more.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's stuck in, got you, and she wasn't my grandma no more. And she was in the hospital. My mom called me from work. She's like, your grandma's in the hospital. She's like, it's not bad, but it's not good. So you might want to see her. Not telling you that this is your last time you're going to see her, but it's, it wasn't good. So they took her to the hospital. She's in room so-and-so. So she told me that. I was like, well, I'll go on my lunch. I didn't take time off of work. And then I waited till lunchtime and I went over there. And I'm walking in the hallway to turn into the room. Bro, when I turn into the room, she's in a chair directly facing the doorway in the room. And when I turned into the room, dude, I saw my grandma, bro.
Wow.
not Alzheimer's grandma. I saw my grandma. Like, she lit up and smiled. She was like, mijo.
Yeah.
And to this fucking day, there's nothing more beautiful than that right there. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you know, bro, like when Alzheimer's stuck in, you get glimpses of them throughout the day. And sometimes you don't even get those glimpses.
Yeah.
But when I walked in, dude, she was my grandma.
That was it.
And she lit up, and she had the smile that would make a sunrise, bro. And she was like, mijo. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, hell yeah. And dude, man, I mean, it took everything in me to not cry.
Yeah.
You know, it was most beautiful fucking thing to this
That's
day
beautiful,
I've ever
bro.
seen in my life.
Imagine you get to see when you get to see that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, right? You know, what I mean? Maybe it would be before you get to see your maker, but you get to see your grandma first. That's be I hope
She'd
for
be
that.
like, mijo, I'm so proud, but I got a lot of things to talk to you about.
That's that podcast.
That's it right here, Mio.
Did you have to say all that shit on your podcast?
She's like, I was
Talking about
listening.
my sons, mijo.
You talking about my sons?
You made me sound like I raised heathens, cabrón.
Oh, that's badass though, man.
That's
yeah,
funny.
I love it.
Bro, I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because I mean, it's like you said, how like your mom, you don't know that person no more. You grew up with that person, and all of a sudden you don't know this person.
That feeling that you have right there, that's how my daughter felt, my oldest daughter, because she was my mom's everything, bro. Like, I don't want to say my mom had her favorite, but she had her favorite.
That was her
bro.
baby, yeah.
And it was sad to see that relationship deteriorate, bro. All of their relationships deteriorate because it wasn't the same no more.
No, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you, bro, that she can contest with what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
That it sucks, bro, because she was my mom's everything, bro. She was my mom's first granddaughter. Out of 13 grandboys, bro.
Damn.
Grandsons. The first granddaughter. You know what I mean? You can
And that-
imagine the
like
love,
you said,
bro.
that was the favorite.
You know what I mean? And then to that not be your grandma no more, bro. It would suck.
I don't know how I don't know how I would handle that. Yeah.
It would suck.
That's a
It
scary
sucks, bro.
disease, man.
It sucks because you leave shallow water, you come to Lubbock, and you're like, fuck, man, my grandma's sick. Fuck, she's not the same. And then you're like, fuck, man, my grandpa's got to take care of that. Like, fuck, he's old too. And like, damn, grandpa don't want to put her in the home. I get that. But dude, it fucks with you.
It eats you, bro. It eats you.
It totally just chaos in your family dynamic. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And you're trying to fucking figure out the chaos and work and live through the chaos in your life. Because who's going to take care of grandma? Grandpa's got a doctor's appointment. Well, I can't. Fuck. Yeah. It sucks.
Sure.
And to see like that, I think it's number 4 or 5 for the, like, what am I trying to say? The number 1 death, and then I think it's like number 5.
Alzheimer's has gotten that. Wow.
It sucks, dude.
And there's no cure, nothing like that. Like there's nothing they could do. It's just it happens. It happens.
Kind of like
There's like a bunch of
ALS.
shit coming out saying that that's type 3 diabetes. Like it's really,
And how does it kill you? You just
I know you can't live with it, so I guess if you get diagnosed with it, it just gets so bad in your body and your brain that I mean, you just eventually die. Because I know there's been studies where they found like metal, like foil, like aluminum in their brain
Wow.
in Alzheimer's patients. So I mean, how the fuck do you do that? You know?
yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy.
That's a horrible way to pass, man.
But cancer and
not know
Alzheimer's,
anybody.
bro.
Yeah.
It's probably how we're all gonna die.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Growing up, everybody in my family had heart disease or diabetes. So I jokingly say, my life expectancy is maybe 60. So I'm going to have fun until then. But for real, all the men in our family, man, I think the oldest was like 60 because he's on dialysis. So I was like, well, shit, I'm not here for a long time. I might as well have a good time.
Might as well have a good
But it's
time.
helped me, being in the hospital, all jokes aside, man, it opened up my eyes. It was a great experience, and it could have been so much worse. But being in there, not knowing what tomorrow was going to bring and not knowing what was going on, it made me realize, like, I can sit on my ass and complain like I had been, or I can say, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy the trees blowing a little bit more and the
Find
birds.
the beauty in everything.
And you know what, and gracias Dios, I'm here. You know, when he takes me away, I know that I finally got it together. You know what I mean? So life's precious, man. Whether we're here till we're in our 80s or in our 60s, you know, or tomorrow, it's like, what are you gonna do with it? Steve, my brother Steve, always taught me that. He's like, what are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with tomorrow? You know, so getting a new job, getting more clients, things have just been. I'm finally looking up. You know what I mean? And it's a life's precious, so live it. You know what I mean? Live it.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks because, like, you always heard when we were kids, you know, you're not promised tomorrow. And
Right.
Shut up with that dumb shit. And then we get older and we understand that. And we're like, fuck, man. Like, legit.
Time's running out.
Yeah.
Everything could fucking end tomorrow.
And then it's even worse when you start seeing friends your age passing, and it's like, God dang, now this is real, you know, like it's hitting close to home.
Me, my family.
Yeah.
Well, I can't lie, man. A lot of people reach out to me throughout the weeks and the days and the months on Instagram and social media, and people I grew up with, man. Like, I love your show, man. When I was in the hospital and I had my heart attack, and I'm like, fuck, man. Like, fuck. I mean, I was in the hospital and I had cancer, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
You're right, man. I mean, it's people my age.
Yeah.
Like, damn, already had a heart attack. Fuck.
Yeah, I had a little, one of my cousins, he passed away. He had a heart attack at, I think he was in his early 30s.
Man, that's tough.
And he was working out with his son and his daughter. They had went to the gym, and he was coming back from the gym, and he had thought he had like a chest. And he said he felt a little pain in his chest, but he thought it was just from lifting weights, and it was like sore muscles and stuff like that, you know. Because he said when he moved, or apparently when we talked to his wife, he said, like when he said he moved a certain way, like he could feel pain. And then she had asked him, he had took his medicine for something, I don't know what he had. And he was like, no, I didn't take it, but when I get home, I'll take it. So he got home, took the medicine, dropped his kids off, and he called his wife. He's like, man, I think I'm going to have to go to the emergency room. Like, I'm going to go to a little ER to get checked because like I can care. Yeah. And nah, dude, he lived there in Wolford, and he hit the right underneath the Wolford, right by Evie Mays before you turn on to come back to the city. He had hit a pole and had a heart attack.
Holy shit, bro.
You know, from his house to there, because he lived there in Wolford. But when he was making a turn,
he's okay, or did he pass?
No, he passed. He had a heart attack. By the time they got there, he was already done.
They say you're supposed to take like baby Tylenol, bro, when you start feeling like that.
Oh yeah,
Baby aspirin. And shit.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know what medicine.
Don't
he
get
was
my anxiety going, bro. I'll be fucking chewing baby aspirin all the
all
time.
day.
And shit.
Yeah.
on. Yeah, dude. I was
They're
like,
like, man, your
yeah.
heart's fine. I don't know, man.
That's how the old man was. My dad always had that bear, and for real, man. That's
scary,
sad, man. It's scary, especially that young, dude. So much life
Mm-hmm.
left to live, and
That's because we didn't even have heart disease on that side of the family. I mean, he just got a bad one, I guess. I don't know.
I had a friend who was telling me about his friend. This was years ago in the gym. We were working out, and I'll never forget it because that story stayed tattooed on my brain. But he said that one of his good friends always was like, fuck, they go out drinking. It was his party buddy. So every night they go partying and, you know, get fast food. He'd always be like, man, fucking heartburn, man. Fucking heartburn. Said he got Taco Bell. He said, I'm going to stay on your couch if that's cool. Like, yeah. So they went home, and he's like, man, my fucking heartburn has got you again. And he went upstairs. I'm going to bed. He's like, all right. So he slept on the couch. Well, he comes back in the morning to go to work, and his buddy's on the recliner. Like, he never moved to the couch.
damn,
And he's like, what's up, dude? Hey. He never woke up. He was dead.
damn.
And he had a heart attack. It wasn't
Sucks, bro.
It wasn't heartburn.
He was complaining about heartburn, but he had a heart attack. And it was a massive heart attack, bro. And he was in his 20s. He was like in his 20s.
That's wild.
So
crazy.
that whole time, heartburn. I mean, he was overlooking it. It was probably like mini heart attacks.
Yeah,
or,
that's
I mean,
exactly
who
what
knows?
happened. Yeah, if it was a massive one.
Wow.
Many. Damn.
Dang,
Yeah.
that sucks.
So I guess what I'm saying is, don't have close friends. Or don't let them stay the night. Now my living room's haunted.
Hey, you scared me talking about Taco Bell. I was like, bro, I just had Taco Bell before I came here. What the hell? Yeah, man.
Aaron, what's one thing that you wish you could have said but you never did?
I thought about that question, and to me, the one thing that I wish I could have told anybody was my grandpa. Like to me, I mean, I heard a bunch of stories before how he was a drinker, a cheater, abusive to my grandma, but I never saw that.
Yeah.
By the time I was born, I grew up. He was a great grandpa to me, but I think a lot of my personality and like my hard work is what I saw in him. He was always outside working on cars, working on something. If something needs to get built or done, I mean, he was there. He was an electrician. So I always have this story, but because he told me, which I hope it's true, because I don't know if it is or not, but he had told me he's an electrician. But the lights on Broadway, over there by the South Plains Fair, there's that bridge that goes underneath the railroad.
Yeah.
He installed them lights there.
Oh, wow.
So all the lights that are underneath there, he's the one that installed them.
I
So
parked there a lot.
Yeah. So
Hell yeah.
he would tell me that, right? So I mean, that's just one of the stories that he had told me. But
yeah.
I like the as hard of a worker he was and as loving as he was to us. Like I was at early age, he always came to play bingo, and he'd pick me up because we live in the Guadalupe neighborhood. That Gold Star Bingo is right there on the corner. So he would always come to visit us from Plainview, and he'd pick me up, and I'd go over there, and he set me up some cards, and I'm there with the markers, and like the times that we had like that, like he didn't take nobody besides me. Like I had two other brothers, never picked them up. He'd just take me, and he'd give me a snack and have my little things. And I mean, to me it was a lot, but I only had two little boards, the little dollar side games.
Yeah.
I mean, I was marking them for him, but I mean the times that we spent and stuff like that, and we. The thing that I just wish I would have told him was, how important he was to me. Yeah. The lessons that he taught me without teaching me. Mm-hmm. Because it wasn't that he was there like my dad. My dad's taught me a lot. My dad's like actually taught me to do stuff. I worked on cars with him. I mean, we fixed a lot of stuff. And my dad was a dad who taught me that. But my grandpa did it without having to say something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me just seeing his actions, seeing the love that he gave me, seeing the time that he spent with us, and as good of a grandpa he was because my mom's family was 13. They have 13 siblings, and then they all have kids. So our holidays were so big, but he just shows so much love to everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think the thing that I wish I would have said is thank you for all the stuff you taught me. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just the good that he put inside me to be a good person, to be a helpful person, to lessons that he taught me like that. I wish I would express that, because I went to his bedside when he was passing, and my mom called us, and me and my brother showed up, and we went to his bedside, and he was already non-talkative, but he was there, chest pumping and taking his last breath, and I mean there wasn't enough spots for me to hold him and talk to him in his ear, but if I could go back to that, to be there an hour earlier and just let him know,
what he meant to you,
what he meant to me. Yeah. I feel like that's the one thing that I wish I would have told somebody who I never did, and that's probably the hardest death. I haven't had a death harder than that one to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've never lost a sibling. I never lost. My parents are both here, so I've never had a hard funeral yet. I lost some uncles, lost some tias, but my grandpa was the hardest. Yeah. To this day.
On like the deathbed, you hear people say like, "Man, I wish I could have saw him pass" or whatever. And there are a lot of people that can't pass with you there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they've got to shoo you away. Because my uncle Enos, he passed away at an early age, and his wife never left his side. But he had to have known he was about to pass. Like he was just probably holding on, and he told her like, "Hey, go to the house, bring me a change of clothing or whatever." And she's like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, go to the house. Like, I'll be okay." And she was so mad because she was so mad at herself that she left, because when she left, he passed. But we told her like, he would have never passed. He would have held on for as long as he could while you were being there. Like,
Yeah.
like you did him a favor by leaving so he could finally pass.
Yeah.
He needed that relax.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to have to. He didn't want her to see him like that.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We weren't there when my grandpa passed. Like, I didn't want to see him like that. So when we saw him taking his breaths and his chest pumping, I knew that was my time to get out because, I mean, I was already bad enough to see him like that. So we left, and I was at work when it happened. So I took my trailer and bread truck to Covenant, parked it there on the side, and walked in there and said that. And by the time I got back to the work and did it, my mom called and said, yeah, that he had passed. So it was 10, 15 minutes after that. But I wish I would have just had that 1 hour before to just say what I needed to.
Life's a motherfucker,
It's
bro.
hard. Yeah. There's a lot of good things, but I mean, stuff like that, dude, it teaches you that life's real, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Dude.
Yep. Super hard.
Like I was telling JP, I can only imagine like the moment you get to heaven, you know, what it would be like. That's the way I like to think of it. With my, you know, JP knows my grandparents. I was real close to my grandmas, and when I smell that, I'm gonna smell my grandma's cooking. That's when I know I made it, man. That's the way I look at it.
What's her cooking? That always.
Chorizo and eggs, but as simple as a little. That was my mom. You know, my grandma, my abuelita. That was my lady, man, and
That always take you back.
to this day, it's as simple as chorizo and eggs is. I've never tasted chorizo and eggs like my grandma's. And home at 4 o'clock in the morning, she's 3 o'clock making my grandpa lunch and getting him his beer ready, which was coffee. But as a little 3-year-old, I thought my grandpa was drinking beer at 3 in the morning. But yeah, to this day, he was. Yeah, my grandpa Jesse.
If I ever smell a mixture of maple syrup and coffee, takes me to my grandpa's house.
Yeah.
My grandma and my grandpa.
Then that's what heaven's gonna smell like, brother.
For
That's my heart, man.
They drink coffee with
They
syrup?
always drank coffee, but my grandma was always cooking. And for some reason, I always remember like the pancakes with the coffee. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
She made everything, but
ingrained.
for some reason that I always remember is like the syrup smell with the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's badass.
Whew. What you got, man? I know you're probably gonna go deeper now.
Man, so the day before my dad passed away, bro, it's like he knew. I think he knew that he was gonna pass away. And that day, whenever I had got home, I went. I was working. I was fixing to leave to go hang out with my daughter. And my dad, he never told me bye, bro, before I left the house. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we did.
Yeah.
But that day, he had surgery the next day, and he got up, he gave me a hug, told me he loved me. And just a real quick, like, I wish I would have, like, soaked that in and been a little more sentimental, like you said. You know what I mean? I wish I would have taken that moment to tell him that I loved him, how proud of him that I was, and all of that, bro, and I didn't, bro. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, I thought, it's cool. You've
It
been
didn't
through.
register like this is weird.
Yeah. You still had more time in your mind, without a doubt.
But now thinking about it, I was like, man, that was weird, bro. Like he knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he took the advantage to hug me and tell me that he loved me and to do all of that, and I didn't, bro. I didn't, and it kills me every time, bro, that I didn't sit there and sit down with him and take a little bit more time and wait. Like, my daughter wasn't going nowhere. You know what I mean? The life that I was going to wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I should have sat there and soaked it in, bro.
Damn.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the middle of my knuckleheadness and doing my own thing and living life fast and the money that I was going to make and all this and that, and I just didn't care at the time, bro. It's sad as I hate to say it, bro, I didn't care.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was living my own life. I was selfish, bro.
I mean, it's easy to quarterback it now, but we didn't know any better.
Nah.
You know? I mean, we were young.
Yeah. It sucks, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it eats me, bro, that I didn't, and I mean, it is what it is, bro, But I wish I would have sat there and told him that I loved him and that thanks for all the good times, bro. Like, going to Ted's Burgers, bro, in the hood.
Yeah.
And then going and getting our hamburgers from Ted's and going and eating them at Buddy Holly and
Oh, yeah.
just everything that he taught me, bro. Like he taught me so much. Like he said, without even telling me and showing me, like he taught me so much game, bro. You know what I mean? Everything that I know is because of him.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah.
good, the bad, everything. You know.
Yeah, you don't see that until it's over.
Yeah.
And then you realize like when stuff happens, you think of your like with me, stuff happens and I think of my grandpa, you know? And I'm like, dude, he never said it, but I just saw it.
Yeah,
and he
you knew
taught me
because
that
you knew.
without
Yeah.
saying it, you know?
Yeah.
Like to me, it happens a lot, you know? Or the person I am, or things that I do to help people, or if I see somebody stranded, like I'll get off and help push a car, or
Yeah.
something like that. Like
'Cause he
that's
taught you that.
that's just the stuff that he
he
would do,
was.
you know. And it stuck in me, and
Yeah.
like that, like to me, that's crazy. That
Do you think that's where we get most of our common sense? Is
Oh, yeah.
is hanging
Probably.
out with our elders, just picking up on the shit that they did.
no,
And I ask that question is because these kids today are fucking idiots, but also a lot of the time no one's hanging out with them. They're not picking up.
That's
Yeah.
you
They're
hit
not
it on the
picking
nail,
up
bro.
the lessons
You put it on the
by
nail.
the elders.
Yeah.
This is what you're supposed to do. This like
well, the family time's gone.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like I said, we were raised with my dad had 13 siblings. My mom family was 13.
How old was
So-
your grandma when you were a kid?
Oh, dude, I was well when my grandma she was probably in her 60s already.
Bro, we got 30-year-old grandmas right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got 28-year-old grandmas right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, bro, because my grandma was the same age as your grandma. Like she was up there in age, you know? And now we got 20, 30-year-old grandmas, bro.
But what I'm trying to say is like are the families were so huge.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like a birthday party that we'd go to in Tulia. I mean, we were half the city in Tulia,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like everybody's there, we're cooking out. I mean, I got 20 cousins I'm
It
playing
was an
football
event.
with. Yeah, like and this was just a normal party, a normal get together.
Yeah.
And same thing, we go to my grandma's house. My grandma owned a restaurant in Plainview, and our family was so big we'd have to go to the restaurant to throw Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we closed down the restaurant, had Thanksgiving dinner there because it was that big,
Because
and
everybody
everybody's there.
Yeah.
But and we grew up playing with our cousins
cousins,
and running
yeah.
around and seeing our tios, and they're like telling you, you know,
Yeah.
the way your tios were, like they were teaching you shit and doing things that you saw.
Hitting you with the bat.
Hell
Like, so you're
That shit was
picking up
funny,
that
bro.
you're picking up all that common sense stuff with it, and now I mean, I got two brothers. She has one brother, and we don't. Our get-togethers are
You're
we
right,
could
bro.
fit in this, you know.
You're right. You're right.
Wow, bro.
So they're not learning them life lessons off of 3 or 4 tios and 5 or 6 aunts. You know,
You're exactly right.
they're trying to learn off of me, and I'm just one guy. You know, like I can't teach you all the lessons that I got taught by all my uncles.
Yeah.
Life lessons.
Yeah, dude.
Taking my son to family gatherings on my wife's side of the family when he was a kid used to piss me off, bro. Because I couldn't wait for family gatherings. Like you said, we're gonna fucking play football.
Yeah.
We were gonna be outside playing all fucking day.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to we're taking my son to a family gathering, and they might as well be strangers. His cousins might as well be strangers. Like they don't talk to each other. They don't interact with each other.
Yeah.
They're all in the living room on their phone.
phone.
Like nobody's talking to no. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad, bro.
Yeah, my tia was back in the day. She'd be like, "Get your ass over there, play with your cousin." Like, yes, ma'am. You know, it's changed a lot, man. But I think it's important for us to try to keep that tradition alive, whether it's with our family. You know, we can reach out. My family's dwindled down to death and just people butting heads. But I'm still the one, man. When there is a funeral or somebody's having a birthday party, I try to make it a point to be there, and I'm walking around making my rounds. Keeping my dad's memory alive, kind of what y'all were talking about, you know, when you're talking about things that y'all wish. I was going to ask, is that how we keep our parents' memory alive, by being the way that they taught us, whether it's with other family members? If you know, I had an uncle who was the cool uncle, had the lowriders, try to play sports and shit. So all the kids wanted to be with him. Naturally, as I got older, all my nieces looked to me. They weren't into sports, but they I think some of the things my uncle instilled in me,
Yeah.
I passed on to them, right? So
Yeah.
we'll get together and they'll Tommy, you're the life of the party. So I still try to keep those things, but you can't force people to show up. You can't force people to remember what your experience. Everybody has different experience, but
Yeah.
as long as you keep trying to create it, whether it's with your brothers, your nieces and nephews,
I
it's
think
not as big.
Family reunions, bro.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
They need to bring those back. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no one
On the
has them
regular.
anymore.
Shit, I travel to Colorado every 3 years for one. That's just how it's important to me, man. Family. You're right, bro. Because
It's like you need to make one like here, like, hey, you know what? Like we just need to get together.
real,
bro.
man.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
Like
we ain't been to a family reunion in.
really,
I bet 2012 was probably the last
See
one
what I
that
mean?
we
You
had.
see what I
Long
mean?
time, bro.
Yeah, man. That's
2012
tough,
cousins
man.
don't even know each other, bro.
Yeah.
My mom's mom, which is the Bettis family, is the only family that I know of that still have family reunions.
Yeah,
And they're few and far between, but they still have them. Like, I don't know anyone that has family reunions anymore.
That's why I'm grateful for and all my tia. I have tias that are just passed away. She was in her 90s. Like I said, my dad and his brothers and sisters don't get near there. But every 2 years to 3 years, they'll do one in Colorado, Greeley, Colorado, and then 3 years later it'll be in Dallas, and then after that they'll do one even here in Lubbock, bro. There ain't shit here in Lubbock.
Yeah.
But I love it because I was going to say a lot of my dad's cousins, we raised like they were our tias and tios out of love and respect. Well, their kids are our cousins. And I trip out because third generations and we're close to this day. We don't get to see each other as much. We're all older now. But yeah, my daughters are the same way. Of course, my daughters look at you as a Theo. You know what I mean? So anybody that's important and they see family, they attach themselves to. So I love it. Yeah, when we go, I have my Tia Hopi, man. Shout out to my Tia Hopi. She's 80. She still twerks. She gets out. She's the life of the party, bro. And
you have to protect those souls
bro,
at
I
all
can't.
costs, bro.
She is ornery as shit, but she's heaven on earth, bro. But yeah, she comes down for funerals. She'll come down for my kid's graduation, and she makes me feel like I'm $100. I mean, $100, $1 million. She's always treated me right. So I hope to pass that on to my nieces and nephews, and hopefully one of those motherfuckers will win the lottery and take care of me.
Right.
Retire, Theo, please.
Or they don't fucking steal your SSI.
I know, yeah.
Your Social Security.
It's funny.
Thomas, what's something you wish you said, bro?
So I try to think about it, brother. I got to be there when my dad passed away. My granny, man, I took care of her. My Ama, Long story short, bro, you brought up Enos. Man, you know how much I loved your Theo, dude.
Yeah.
I don't get to talk about him much. And so we're talking, and you said his name, and it hit me. If I could have said anything, man, I wanted him to know how important he was to you and me. God, dude, you're like, we talk about him on the show, but Enos was bigger than life. Yeah, I told him how awesome, we'd party. I looked up to him because we drank and partied, but if I could have told him, like, I love that dude, bro. Like, he was my uncle,
Yeah.
He brought me in, and you said his name, and I was like, that's it. That's who when I get to heaven, there's gonna be a lot of people. God willing, I make it there. There's gonna be a lot of people I want to see and hug, but yeah, he's the reason I like the Red Sox, man. With that hat, I seen him wearing the green hat with the red, and I was like, man, I gotta give me one. He gave it to me. I was like, Enos, I can't take your hat, and he insisted. And I was like, I tell you what, tomorrow I'll go buy one. And that was the last time I saw him, bro. And when you called me the night he passed away, we hadn't talked in a few years, and I'll never forget that conversation, bro. Enos was I just wish all your listeners could have met him, dude. Only you know what I mean, because he had
I model my life after
I
him,
know, bro. And I know God dang well, bro. He's fucking proud of you, dude. And I know you would tell me he'd be proud of me, but yeah, Enos, man, everybody needs an Uncle Enos in their life, bro. He was a badass dude. He loved us. Even when we didn't talk for a while, I remember he's the one that was like, get your ass over here, man.
Yeah.
And gave me my first case of beer, 24. I was like, so do me and JP split that? He's like, no, that's yours. That was before that we got 30 packs. And then when 30 packs came out, he bought me my first 30 pack. But bigger than that, man, he was like, he made me feel like I mattered, And yeah, I didn't mean to I love that dude. So yeah, if there's one person I could tell anything to, it was just tell him thank you, and I loved him for,
I model my life after him, man. he knew no stranger, bro.
Yeah, I love that dude.
And whether you were a janitor or the CEO, he treated you with the same like mannerism, and I wouldn't call it respectful. it was just like, "What's up, fucker?" You know, that type of shit. And dude, he would light up a room as soon as the party started. As soon as he entered the room, he was that fucking person, bro.
That's badass.
And you never knew when he had a bad day. I mean,
Badass.
I'm sure he did, but we never knew it.
He made me love Karen McKay, man. Inside story, but yeah, he was special, man. Like, god dang.
I was, I don't know, early elementary, and he would be like, "All right, man, let's go look at some bitches." And we'd go shopping. We'd go grocery shopping with my grandma, right? And he's like, "Let's go look at some bitches." And I'm like, fucking, I don't know, first grade, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's go look at bitches." 8 years old. And then we couldn't find my grandma. Like I said, man, I was always like, you couldn't peel me off my grandma, but if my Uncle Enos was there, I was right next to him. And so we'd be at United or something, and we couldn't find my grandma, and he'd be all, "Lily!" And dude, my grandma would come running, "God darn it, shut the hell up. I couldn't find you, Mom."
That's badass.
He was awesome, dude. He really was.
Dude, he would piss my grandma off so fucking much, man. It was funny, dude. But yeah, that guy was one of a kind. Really was, man.
He's badass.
I think, I mean, it sucks to say it, but life probably worked out the way it should have because, he was awesome, man. He was fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Shout out to your deal.
Yeah, shout out Uncle Enos. My dad was so rough on me, man. Like, and I come on here and I say it all the time, but what I really wish I just asked him before he died was like, why was I never your friend, bro? Like, you know, everybody's got their stories of their dad taking them or going places and shit. If I was ever with my dad, it's because I had to go. Like, it was either a job we were gonna do, or he needed help. It was never something like he planned on us going to, ever. He did a good job raising me. I mean, obviously, I'm all right, but I just wanted to know, like, why I was never his friend, bro. And even on my older, young adult years, he never was like a friend to me.
Yeah.
And when he died, he must have known. He must have known because that's when he switched it up and just gave me a glimpse of a friendship. And then he passed, but I always wanted to know, like, why did you have to be so hard to the
end.
fucking end, man?
Yeah.
It was not fun being his son sometimes. And when I say sometimes, most of the time. We couldn't be in the room longer than 2 hours. Because after the 2 hour mark, I mean, we were just going to butt heads. He was never a friend. Never. And I say it the best way I possibly can, man. He was my supervisor and I was an employee for my whole life.
Damn. Yeah, my relationship with my dad is totally different. Like, me and my dad play golf 2 times a week, easily. Anytime we go on trips, when we went to Colorado twice, he went both times.
Yeah.
We went to Houston. My son's big into like space and astronauts, so we went to the Houston Space Center, and we invite him everywhere. Because, and you know, my dad told me, he was like, you know, if you wouldn't invite me, I would have never seen this stuff. Yeah. You know, because him and my mom, they go do, you know, they'll go to the casinos, WinStar. That's like their time. But like when we have family trips like that we invite them, like I know my dad won't plan a trip to Houston to see the Space Center. But when he was there, dude, he loved every minute of it. Like he was reading all the things, and we're I mean, he didn't want to leave. Even when we went to Colorado, like him seeing the Rocky Mountains and stuff, he said, he told my kids, he's like, you know, y'all are blessed to see this. He said, you're 10 and you're 12 and you're seeing this. He's like, I'm 65.
Yeah.
First time seeing
First
it.
time, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the relationship that I have with my dad is just,
That's badass,
dude.
man.
It's such, that's gonna be the hardest death if I see it before him, or you know, I have to see him pass before me. That would be the hardest thing ever, because my relationship with him is like even now, I could play 3 days of golf, and I don't plan on playing on a weekend. He'll call me up, and I feel like I have to go because I don't know how many days are left of that.
Amen to that,
You know what I'm
brother.
saying? So I don't want to ever miss the opportunity to spend 4 hours with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or if he calls me for help, or I mean, dude, my dad's never. I mean, dude, I've broken down on my bread truck at 2 a.m. I call my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, I'm on Marshall Sharp. I have a flat tire." He's there in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amen to
Jack,
that, yeah.
overalls, coveralls. He got his impact. We're changing the tire with no question, no like, I'm tired, mijo, or I'm sleepy. Like, dude, his relationship is, dude, he's such a good dad to me. So
Badass, man.
to my kids, he's at every baseball tournament my son's had, Midland, Oklahoma, wherever he's there.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to miss a thing.
That's
I
awesome,
mean,
bro.
it's just like, my kids are what it was for me. He was there for everything I did. He never missed a baseball tournament, basketball tournament I had, and same thing with my kids. It's like it doesn't matter where it's at. Like I said, we could go to Midland, Dallas, San Angelo. He's there.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I
Praise
come
God.
on here and it's a long time. You find ways to process trauma and shit. But, bro, like walking home from middle school sports, bro. My dad's at home,
Yeah.
He could have gone to my games. But there I am walking home by myself from Cavazos, because you get bused back to Cavazos. And just walking home by myself, I get home and he's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Damn, dude, you don't want to go to none of these games?" And then high school, like, never went to a game. I mean, he was not my friend, bro. He was there to make sure I was on the straight and narrow, of course. But as far as friendship, So that's why I kind of feel some type of way now because I made a mental note, even though Isaiah's not my biological son, he's my son. We didn't miss any game, any fucking mob basketball, wife. I never missed a game, and my work schedule's
Never know you
fucked
care.
up, But now I feel some type of way because he's all in love with his girlfriend, and he doesn't hang out no more. And even though before the relationship with him and his girl now, I just felt comfort in him being there.
Oh, yeah. Amen, bro.
We'll be at Eric's drinking for a fight, and he would be there.
Yeah.
But now it's just like fuck, man, like, dude, where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I just made a mental note that would be the only thing I would change from how my dad raised me, is to be that kid's friend.
Yeah.
Amen, bro. And those experiences shape us to be the men that we are. It's up to us you could have taken it a totally different route, what I mean? But yeah, sometimes, same thing with my dad, man. As much as I loved him, everybody else loved my dad. He was, awesome to people, to me, like you said, he wasn't the best. My dad wasn't the best of friends, wasn't around. I think he lived his younger life through me being his youngest son, but he also had other kids and stuff. But hearing your story, how I had friends that had dads like that, and I wanted to be around them for that. And even with your dad, I wanted to be, because the way he'd be an asshole to your friends, it made me like, I just love that relationship. But as we got older and you would tell me how things were, that's how I am with my moms. I love her. That's the little white lady. I'll do anything for her. But yeah, sports, nothing. We'd walk home, like you said, I would want them to be there. When I went to church, I'd pray for her and I'd ask her to go to church, and she wouldn't go. And I was like, "Is it me?" I was like, "What the? Why wouldn't you?"
Yeah.
So I made it a point, like with my girls, I got to a point that like, "Dad, you ain't got to come to everything." But then the divorce happened, and I was going to damn mother and daughter situations because my kids needed a parent there. But the experiences we go through as kids, it shapes us to be better parents, So yeah, keep being a friend to Miko, because y'all raised a good, and it sucks when their lives take on and they have their own thing. My girls are out of the house, bro, and I don't know what to do sometimes, and
You
it
just
sucks.
don't know what goes through a kid's mind,
Yeah,
And I'm, sophomore year before I made varsity.
Yeah,
Football games are over at like 8.
yeah,
And I'm walking home from Chapman Field all the way to the Arnett, bro, by myself. And I'm like, man, if only my pops would have came, like, fuck, I could have got a ride home with him. But like, always walking home by myself after games, and I was just like, fuck, dude, like.
yeah.
And I know my mom couldn't be there because she worked at 5 p.m. to 2 in the morning, so she wasn't gonna be there. But what's my dad's excuse,
Crazy, brother. Yeah, it's crazy, brother.
It's I don't know. I mean, I didn't mean to get so deep, but that's really one question.
Yeah.
I would be like, why the fuck why wasn't I your friend, man?
No, I'm glad you shared that, bro, because, you know, we don't talk about it. Like, especially when we're young, we don't tell our homeboys, like, hey, man, I wish my parents came. We just kind of, I see you tomorrow. And, yeah, and you realize that, oh, shit, somebody else is going through that. And, you know, I think you being the pops that you've become, that's why I always tell you with Mijo, you know, like, getting to know your son, I love it because the way he looks at you. And I'm pretty sure you put him through hell and drive him crazy. But, you know, that's what, as a parent, that's kind of what we're supposed to do. You give them the boundaries, tough love, and also, you know, be a nourishing to them, you know, and understand that, remember, they're going to make mistakes just like we did, you know, but if you can be, the old saying is be who you needed as a kid. So continue to be that, and God willing, one day when you are grandparents, you just spoil the shit out of the baby.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I can't wait to see y'all be grandparents, man. That'd be awesome.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh, yeah.
So you saying that you wanted to ask him, what happens if you asked him and you didn't get the response that you wanted to get?
At least I would know.
It's a good question, though, yeah.
Like, if it wasn't the response I wanted, if I asked him why and whatever his response was, at least I knew. I just never understood the thought and the theory behind, like, why you always left me, like, to fend for myself, you know?
Yeah.
It not necessarily like drown, but fuck, like.
I think any answer would have been a hard answer though. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gave you a wrong answer, it would have been tough. But if he gave you a right answer, it's like, but why didn't you do it? You know. Either way, it was going to be hard to understand why he did what he did.
And my mom always tells me, you know, like, well, his dad was super rough on him. And I'm like, fuck, when my dad was rough on me, I changed my shit. Like,
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
That's the thing. It could either make you or break you, bro. You know what I mean? It could either make you be a hard ass to your boy, or change up the trajectory to you know what I'm saying? And to me, I would rather it be like, let me take the hardship and then be that much more to my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I see like my brother-in-law, my sister, bro. There's no way that their kids are their kids, bro, because of what they've been through. I'm like, how the hell are their kids so chill, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But they took that and they said, I'm never going to be that person. I'm never going to abuse my wife. I'm never going to abuse drugs. I'm never going to abuse alcohol. I'm never going to be that person. And their kids are nothing like they were.
That's
Which
awesome.
I think is an amazing thing.
Shout out to
you know what I
them,
mean?
to the
But it could
kids.
have been like, they could have been 10 times worse because my other brother's kids are out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my other sister, like, her kids are like, I'm like, there's no way that these are her boys, bro.
Yeah.
After everything that they've seen, bro, like the dad beating up on the mom and us having to go and drag him off as little kids and call the cops and wait for the cops to get there while we're kicked out of the house.
Damn.
And they're nothing like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Praise God to that, bro.
It's wild, bro. It could make you be that times 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be in prison and locked away, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be your
But
excuse
you
or
know what I'm
reason,
saying?
yeah.
So I would rather take that and let that make you a better person, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, me and Sawan talked a bunch about this topic, and he gave me a lot of insight. Like, you know, maybe our pops went through a lot of rougher shit than we actually knew. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah, they were brought up in the old school.
Yeah.
We were old school, but they're old
Oh, yeah.
school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you
and
can
then
only
to be
imagine.
Mexican on top of
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can only imagine what their true feelings.
Machismo and all
Oh
that,
yeah,
bro.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to drop that on you, but
No, thanks for sharing, bro. Like that.
good.
bro.
That was really good.
Because
You
we
gotta
all can
vent, bro.
we all can relate here, but also there might be a listener, bro. Like I always tell you, all it takes is one person to be like, I needed that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you understand that the show's bigger than you.
Yeah.
Creators just he's using you to open so much avenue. But yeah, looking at what you went through, you know, not knowing that you went through those things, you would think, oh, JP was just this funny ass dude who had it made, quote unquote. His parents loved him. Like I looked at any of my friends that had both their parents together as success. You know, that's why Jacob Sines made fun of me when his parents were going through some shit. I took it harder than he did because my parents divorced when I was 3, and so I looked to everybody else's family as like that's how it should be. So when you would open up to me, I'm like, damn, I didn't realize that. And then when I would tell you how my dad really was, because you see my dad when he would show up to the football games, my dad was looking at the damn cheerleaders and shit. He didn't care about it. But it was just one of those things that, like you said, I could have used every reason to be just like my dad, a womanizer, but I wanted to be better than that. So I tried at least.
Like I said, I told y'all he never went to any games, and I remember my junior year, a lot of the front office people had kids at Monterey at his work, and I remember him asking like, "Hey, was that Spur game pretty soon?" And I thought to myself, "Man, fuck you, dude! Like, you've never gave a shit about any of my games, and now you're asking about a Spur game? Like, man, fuck you, dude." But yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, brother.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good.
I feel you on that, brother.
Note, read some books.
No, man. If anything, man, keep loving your son the way you do, and keep loving your boy that way. And
so we'll end on a fucking high note, man. Really and truly, I've wanted to ask this question many a times to a lot of people, but is there something, and you probably already said it previously, but that a place of zen, like a place of total relaxation, have you ever been in that state where you got there, like you just said, the Pebble Beach one?
Okay.
Other than the Pebble Beach?
Yeah, there really is. So there's same trip. We're there. So we were there for 2 weeks. My brother-in-law lived in Sacramento. He's the one taking us everywhere. We go see Pebble Beach, 17-mile drive, go to the Golden Gate Bridge, see all that. But we go to Lake Tahoe. He takes us to Lake Tahoe. And if I was ever at a place that was like that, like if I'd never seen Pebble Beach, this probably would have been the number one thing I've ever seen. The most beautiful thing I've seen was Lake Tahoe. We did a boat ride, and we went out to this thing called Emerald Bay, and the water's like green from the algae and stuff, but they call it Emerald Bay because it's an emerald color. And the boat ride that we had a glass bottom, so you're able to see everything and see the fishes.
Fuck yeah.
And dude, the water, like when you go on the boat, like I don't know if you've ever seen Lake Tahoe, but it's so big that when you're on the boat ride, the glass bottom's there, so you're looking at it. It's a double-decker boat, and we're down there at the bottom, and we're looking at the glass bottom, seeing the blue water, and then all of a sudden you get to a point that turns to this color blue. Like it's so deep and so blue, but it's so
like
clear.
Dark blue.
Yeah, like it's dark blue.
Yep.
And but I think the time that I felt whatever, the boat stops in the middle of the lake, or not in the middle, but pretty deep out there. And me and Joanna are sitting on the top deck, and everybody's down there, on the second floor or the bottom floor. There's people there, so I mean, there's nobody around us in 20 feet. And we sit there and we're looking at everything, and this is the first time that I proposed to Joe on the boat, and we're
So she
18
said
years
no?
old. No, she told me yes. I mean, but I didn't have a ring. I didn't have anything like that. But
usually the first time, when you say first time, there's a no involved.
no. So
Are you here by choice or no?
She's here doing the sign. But no, so we're sitting on the and I think this is one of the only pictures that we have, because we lost all our cameras, because we had the disposable cameras because we didn't have digital cameras back then. And so like all my pictures from Pebble Beach gone.
oh man,
Like we lost all our cameras,
So it
but we
didn't
do
happen.
have one picture of that my mother-in-law took of us, and we're on the boat, and she's looking up at me, and we're on the edge, and I had told her, like, I'm looking in her eyes, and I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at everything else around us, and I'm like, God, dude, like this place is so beautiful and quiet and peaceful, and you got snow-capped mountains still, you got like
majestic,
dude,
kinda.
yes, bro.
Yeah.
And like I think that was my point of zen. Like I felt like it's just me and her in the world. You know what I mean? Like there's nobody on this boat. Like it was
awesome, man.
It was a special place, and I knew like she was gonna be my wife.
Yeah.
that's badass.
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Like
bro.
that was a zen moment to me, is when I was holding her and looking in her eyes, and her mother-in-law, I mean her mother-in-law, her mom, but my mother-in-law took a picture of us, and she's looking up at me, and I don't know if it was already after the time. I told her before that we took it, that she took it, but that moment would always feel like peace.
Amen.
You know what I mean? Like I said, everything didn't mean nothing.
That's crazy.
Besides me and her
Yeah.
holding hands and looking and thinking like, this is a world that we could conquer together. You know
Always
what I
hold
mean?
on to that, man. Always
Like,
hold on to that.
It was beautiful, dude. Like I think, I mean, that has to be my Zen moment of my life, that I've never felt at peace and everything there, because everything was so beautiful. It was just a great time.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
And to have no pictures, but then that
that
one
one.
picture.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even remember if there's any other pictures of Lake Tahoe besides. Oh no, there's a waterfall picture that we have that we were going up to Lake Tahoe. There's a picture that we have, or there's a couple of pictures that we have from a waterfall that we stood at, because the when you're going up to Lake Tahoe, I don't know if y'all ever been, but there's whitewater rapids going all the way up from the water coming down from the snow, and then there's waterfalls. And so we stopped and took pictures at waterfalls. There's a couple of them, but pretty much a lot of our pictures we don't have. I think there was only one camera that we had left that we lost. All the other ones.
Damn.
So, but yeah, dude, that moment right there was probably when I thought about that. Like when can I never feel at peace? And that was it. Me holding her hands and looking at everything, and we're just in awe of just how big it is and how beautiful and colorful the world is. And we were so young. We were
How tiny we really
yeah.
are. Yeah.
I mean, when you're in that moment, yeah, you're looking at everything. You're like, dude,
We're like flies. That's how.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my first time, honestly. But I mean, like, I've never been to the West Coast the West Coast. That was my first time ever. So to see what I've seen in flatlands and dry, and you go there and it's waterfalls,
shit,
and,
yeah.
snow, like. In June, I mean, we graduated in May, so this was the first week of June we were there.
Oh, wow.
And there was snow on the lake. There's snow still on the tips of the mountains up there.
That's insane.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
It was amazing, dude. But that has to be my best moment of like peace and just clear minded to know, like I don't even know why I even asked her, like, would you marry me? But it just felt like it was right, And I mean. 25 years later, we're still here,
That's what's
So, I mean, it's been right for 25. So
Amen, bro.
that was
badass.
probably
It was a promise to pay.
yeah. I mean, it was. I should have
promise I'll get you a ring the next time.
It was an IOU.
That's a good
I handed
IOU.
her an IOU in her pocket.
That was a good one.
So
I promise you the ring will be good.
no, it was a James Avery ring when we got back, but it was a ring. We had a James. I mean, I still got my James Avery ring. So me and her both got these rings. These are our first wedding band rings. She had one, I had one, and we had engraved Red Sox on it.
That's dope.
So that was our. So it had.
Wow.
We had Red Sox engraved on both of them,
That's dope.
and the inside I have.
And hers is just a band too?
Yeah, it was. Now it's.
No, but that
now it's a diamond. But
yeah,
one.
yeah.
yeah, that one was just a band, just like this. We had matching bands, and we got engraved Red Sox because we were such Red Sox fans.
That's dope.
So we had Red Sox, and then I have her initials.
Shout out to the wife, bro.
Yeah.
Because most girls want that huge ass
No,
fucking
no.
bling bling shit.
No, she was super, and dude, she wore that for a long time.
This one for maybe 10 years.
Yeah, she wore that one for a long time.
Wow.
It was badass.
Yeah, badass.
And then I have her initials in mine, so it has two little hearts and it has her initials, and then on hers 2 little hearts with my initials.
Oh, yeah.
So the wife has my signature tattooed on her wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, when are you going to get mine? And I'm like, never. And she's like, well, you could put an R on
The ring.
the ring finger. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not to say like, fuck you, that type of shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, dude, I don't know if I could do a tattoo, bro.
Yeah.
Like, legit.
You don't have not one?
Not one.
Yeah. So when we were in Austin, we got this tattoo done, and nobody knows what it is, but so we had thought about getting a tattoo together already, and we seen a couple tattoos of lions and stuff like that.
Tigers and bears.
Yeah, all that shit. So we were there, and we were eating at one of our favorite places, and she gets a napkin, and we're starting to mess with our initials, and we're trying to figure something out. And we're like, what if we did this and what if we did that? Well, we start drawing stuff together, and we're looking at it, and it kind of looks like a mountain and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, hold on, let's piece this up. So we pieced it together. So what this stands for is A's for the Aaron, J's for Joanna. My son's name is Jacoby, and my daughter's name's Aubrey. So that's what makes the 2 A's on the outside, and the heart makes the 2 J's.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's
Dude,
badass.
that's badass.
So yeah, we came up with that design.
I just really thought you liked American Airlines, bro.
Yeah, so it still looks like a mountain with snow cap on top, but that's what it is. The A, the J, the J, the A.
Nice.
That's dope,
nice.
man.
That's dope.
So
I love stuff like
yeah,
that.
Oh, yeah.
it was
Real
it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was nice. I don't know how we came up with it. I think she's the one who drew it,
I
honestly.
just came up with the hearts for the J. And
She chat GPT'd it.
it probably would have looked
Wasting
better
water.
than-
Yeah, it probably would have looked better than what we came up with because we were drawing it on a napkin at the damn
I've been
restaurant.
drinking for a while.
We finally came to an agreement that we were gonna get a K and a Q on our ring fingers when we were in Vegas, and it was like 4 in the fucking morning. We're walking to like the tattoo shop, and we passed by it, and I was like, nah, bro. Dude, it was like kind of like in an alley.
Oh,
and
dang.
dude, it was rough. And I was
all,
like,
"Psst,
nah.
come
And that was the only time in my life that I was like, yeah, I think we'll get a tattoo. And I was like, nope, that quickly went the fucking
Oh, wow.
yeah. That was the only time, and then it just quickly went out the window. And I'm
That
like,
was
nah,
it.
I'm never getting a
We're good.
tattoo. Yeah.
That's funny.
So what's the most beautiful thing you've put eyes on? Sorry, god damn it. Bitch. Where's the most zen place that you've ever been in?
Man, I think the most zen place that I've ever been, we went on a mission trip, man, to the Amazon River.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
Damn.
in Chipote, Peru.
How old were you?
This was back in 18, bro. So I don't know.
I mean, you were still.
I wasn't old, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
but
a
like
little
it's
younger.
yeah. Damn.
Yeah, so we went out there in 18. Let me see, it's 26. I don't even know how old I am, bro.
About 8
I'm
years.
still
Yeah.
But it was 8 years ago, is what I'm saying. It wasn't like when
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
like
an early
15
22.
or
It's been a little while. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here and do math.
It
I don't know.
wasn't like when you were
It's been a
like
while.
in junior high and shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was back in 2018.
Nice.
And
not that hard.
so over there, bro, like with the way the equator is, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, it's daylight, bro. 6 o'clock at night, it's dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I remember waking up that morning to get the day started and going out. Like we were staying in an abandoned, like, I don't want to say an abandoned building, but there was nothing inside of the building. So we had tents inside of the building, right? And so I walked out and the river's just there, bro. Like the Amazon River is wide, bro. Like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 miles wide.
Yeah.
God
And I remember just like the sunset coming up and peaceful, bro.
Yeah.
Like just looking at the river. Dude, it was like I was just sitting there looking, man, like how the hell am I here, bro? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like why me, you know? And just thinking about like me and my boy were there, me and my son, and I was just thinking like out of all the places in the world that I could be, out of all the people that could be here, it's me right here.
That's
You know what I mean? Like why? You know? And just looking at the sunset coming up over the river. I don't know. It was just peaceful, bro.
That's badass.
To where you came from to where you were
Yeah.
at that moment. That's beautiful, brother.
Drinking
Yeah.
some nasty ass coffee, bro. But I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm here, bro.
I'm here,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Damn.
Yeah, it was
I
dope,
wouldn't
bro.
think that it'd be bad coffee. It was nasty.
There it was,
Yeah.
bro. Because I mean, so we were in the middle of the Amazon jungle, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we flew into Bogota, Colombia. From Bogota, we flew to Leticia, Colombia, the tip of Colombia. So whenever we landed back in Leticia, you can go to one spot. You're in Peru, Brazil, and Colombia. You could like,
All the tribe.
Yeah, bro.
What is it? The
you could
tri
like,
borders
you could
and
like
shit?
step and put your hands in all of these countries,
Wow.
bro.
That's
So whenever we landed there, we took a 4-hour boat ride up the road to to Peru. And so we're in the middle of the jungle, bro. Like there's no electricity, no power, no nothing, bro. Like we're just out there in the jungle.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Whenever, hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Whenever we got there,
I'd be
some
scared
lady,
of the motherfucker.
some lady, like her arm got chopped off by a shark, bro. No lie, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I got
In
back
the
on that
Amazon.
plane. Let's
Yeah,
go.
and then so like whenever we got there, bro, we couldn't take a shower in the river. They said you can if you want to, but don't pee in there because there's a little fish that'll swim in you.
I've heard of
and
those.
expand.
I always thought that was a rumor.
Nah, bro, it's for real. So I was like, hell no, I got baby wipes, bro. I'm good.
Yeah.
So we went out there to go build our church, bro. So I stayed away from all of that, bro. Like I'm not getting in that water, bro.
No.
You know what I mean? But it was cool to get there and experience like the way that they live, bro. Like these kids and these people that live there are like just so liberated and free, bro. You know what I mean? Like no phones, no computers, no TVs, no nothing. Like we had power, bro, from like 6 p.m. to like maybe 9 p.m.
And then they shut the power
And
off.
that was it, bro. It went dark as hell. And so like early in the morning, bro, whenever I was out there just hanging out, it was about 5:30 in the morning. About 6 o'clock in the morning, there was boats pulling in, bro, like little canoe-looking boats with like little, what John Motors or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was little girls pulling up, little boys pulling up, in little suits, like little uniforms, bro, to go to school.
Oh,
so they would
shit.
get off, park their boats, go to school, and then at 11, they would leave, and then the high school kids would come.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Kids driving their own boats.
The little boats, bro, from different little villages to come here. And then I would just sit out there, bro, and just think, bro, like, man, like, I mean, I have a nice house, bro. I have a nice vehicle. I have
think
nice
nice is an
facilities. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know?
I think you're being too kind.
Yeah.
Nice
Nice.
is an understatement.
You know? But you know, and then I'm like, but then there's a little kid, bro, helping his dad brick the building next to where we're staying, and he's carrying like 6 loads of bricks on his shoulders, bro. Little ass kid, and his dad's got a wheelbarrow full of mezcla, bro, to go and brick the building. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, and they're living life happy, bro.
Yeah.
Happy.
No other way. Like, yeah.
Kicking our ass in soccer, bro. I'm like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like whooping our ass in soccer, bro. But I'm like, just thinking, like, man, like why, like why me? Why am I here? How am I here? You know what I mean? It's just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like to just sit there and just think, man. Like
The
out
big
of all the
building y'all were
places-
in with tents, was that going to be the school or no?
No, the building we were in, bro, it was kind of like an abandoned, storefront, I guess you could say over there,
Yeah.
right? And then so it was just like an empty shell, bro, something like this, right? Just an empty shell. And then the only reason that we stayed in there is because that we needed protection from like the wildlife
Yeah.
or whatever. And then we still had to sleep in tents because the mosquitoes and all the bugs or whatever. And then we had another team from Colombia meet us there that was cooking all of our food. And then, so we had a nurse, a couple of teachers, a doctor, and I don't know what else the other girls were. And then we were just there to just build the church, bro, you know? And so we were building a church for them. They already had the frame put up.
Oh, church. I thought you said
and,
school.
and then these
Sorry.
people were like, dude, like a steel saw. That's all they had. And this dude would chop the wood, bro.
Wow.
No measuring tape, no nothing, bro. Like,
Fucking eyeball it.
wet ass wood, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro, it was crazy, dude. It was wild, bro. And then like the way they would chop the grass with like those big old machetes, bro. Like, like just chopping the grass, bro. Like ladies, bro.
Yeah.
And like with chanclas and little dresses,
Putting
bro.
shame to me. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm all
dude.
fucking tired. Like,
But it was
fuck.
crazy, bro, because whenever we were there, like, you know, we were, of course, you know, we were there, a Christian church or whatever, and they had a group called the Cristeros. They were like an anti-Christ group.
Damn.
They were there.
Oh.
They would do like burnt offerings, sacrifice, and stuff like that. And they didn't like that we were there, bro. But because we were there, the first day, bro, the first day that we were there, right, we pulled up on this boat. We had a 12-passenger boat loaded down with water because we couldn't drink their water, bro. So we had like bags of water, all of our luggage, and then like supplies for the village, right?
Yeah.
So whenever we pulled up, the contact from there, Leo, he got off, talked to the military, bro. There was like M16s and M40s, all these
A la
people, like,
verga.
you know what I'm saying? They're like, we need everybody off of the boat, everybody over here. They search the boat. What are y'all doing here? What y'all's business here? So he's talking to these people, bro, and I'm like, bro, what the hell are we even doing here, bro? And so they give us a pass, bro. They let us go, right? That first night, they're like real standoffish, bro. Like military, like style, bro. The whole night. They're having a revival outside of the deal. They're praising worship, all this and that. And then one of the guys comes up and he asks for prayer, bro, right? So one of the guys, Royce, this güero, bro, that goes to church with us, he's crazy, bro. So he goes and he prays for this dude, bro. The next day we go and we work on the building, on the church deal. We come back. Everybody like kind of wipes off. We eat, and then they're doing the second service, right? That military dude comes up and he goes, "Hey, I need to talk to the guy who prayed for me." And I know Spanish, bro. Not everybody there knows Spanish. So I said, "All right, he's over here." And so I'm like, "Damn, we're like, what do I do, bro? Like, if they jump him or something goes down, do I just sit back and watch, or do I help, or what do I do, right?" So he goes over there like really aggressive, bro, and he goes and talks to the dude. And then he tells him, bro, like basically he tells him like, "Man, what did you pray for last night?" And the dude said, "Oh man, I just prayed for your back and for your healing and for God to just do this and that, whatever." He goes, "Whatever you did worked, because I have not been able to sleep in 6 months. And last night I got the best sleep of my life. Something that you said and something that you did worked, and I need to know what it is." Damn. And I was like, "Oh shoot." So then that just sparked up a whole little revival in that whole thing, bro, right? And so that was the start of it, bro. And then that just kept on going and going. We were there for 7 days, bro. The 7th day, the military would come and just watch us build this church, bro. Like, just watch us, like, while we were working. They would eat our snacks, bro. They didn't know what Cheez-Its were or Oreos. They're over here eating our
They're
snacks.
grubbing down.
Yeah, Kool-Aid packets in their water. I'm like, what the hell, bro? Like, this is what we eating, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so the last day, bro, like, we were already gassed out, bro. We couldn't, like physically, we couldn't do it no more, bro. We were tired. And they took over, bro. The military took all of our tools, all of the measuring tapes, everything, bro, and they made us kick back while they took over, bro.
Oh wow!
They let y'all eat y'all snacks.
Yeah, they let us eat our Cheez-Its or whatever. Dude, it was crazy, bro. It was wild. And before we left that day, on the trip back to the States or whatever, the mayor of that little village got baptized, bro. And that was
shit.
just a ripple effect to everybody else.
Wow, bro. Y'all were.
But
That's why you were there, bro.
It was wild,
That's
bro.
why.
It was wild. And so there's a little plaque with our name inside of that church
Yeah.
out there in the middle of nowhere, bro.
That's
It was
exactly
cool,
why
bro.
you were
But
there.
it was cool. But I mean, but that morning, bro, I just remember sitting out there, bro, and just thinking like, damn, bro, like out of all the dirt that I did, all the bad that I did, bro, I'm right here.
That's
You know what I mean?
badass.
Like, why
So, I love
me,
that,
bro?
Why not you, bro?
Why not? Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You deserve
It was dope,
You
bro.
deserve
It was
where
dope,
you're
bro.
at now, bro. It's good
It
to
was
see
fire,
your
bro.
testimony. Yeah.
It was fire, bro.
Have y'all seen that show that Will Smith has out right now? That Pole to Pole?
I heard about it, but I
Bro.
haven't watched it yet. Yeah.
It's good.
What's it on?
Hulu and Discovery Channel made it with him, but he went from Antarctica to the North Pole, and he stops in between, and he stops in the Amazon River at some place in Peru, and he was the same way, like him seeing the jungle, and he's out there walking in the mud in the jungle.
Wow,
There's
bro.
these naked villagers
Yeah,
there,
bro.
like they're like this is their culture, like they're out there, you know.
Huts burning.
Yeah, huts and shit like that.
naked, bro. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, and,
Similar
and
times,
he,
but they're happy, man. That's
yeah,
crazy.
and that's what he said. That's what that guy said. He said, because there's a guy that's trying to fight for the rainforest where he's at, because you know they're coming in with oil. So like these oil companies are coming in, knocking down the rainforest to build these, you know, like pipelines, and he's fighting the thing. So he's having to get dressed like a regular
preserving
person.
the land.
Yeah, he's trying to
Yeah.
fight for his land, because he said if they take my land, they take my home. Like this
Yeah.
is it. This is centuries of us living like this. This
Yeah.
I have no other way.
Damn.
Crazy,
And
bro.
he said like he doesn't want to dress like that. Like even Will Smith said like, well, you don't have to be naked like that. He said no, this is what I am. This is what God intended us to be like.
Yeah.
And they're speaking Spanish there, you know.
Yeah.
And dude, but that show, it's like when you see these people, bro. It's like he's saying, bro, like they're the happiest with nothing. And it's like, God dang, we got everything.
Yeah.
And we're still wake up unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, we still have regret or not even regret. We have, like, oh, I want that, or why does he have that? Or,
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if you see what these people are going through and they're happy, like, dude, we're blessed every day to be where we're at.
Bro, I never used my leg muscles more than I did, bro, trying to take a shit in a dry ass toilet, bro. Swear to God, bro. And then I had a 50-gallon thing to flush it down. I'm like, God damn. And then I told my homeboy, I said, bro, I was talking to my wife, bro. It was a win. I got there on a Saturday night, bro, and I held it, bro. I didn't want to eat nothing, bro.
For what? You were there 7 days.
And then I told my girl's like, are you all right? I said, yeah, I'm just tired, man. So we hung up, bro, and I was like, man, nigga, I need to take a shit, bro. Bad. My homeboy said, bro, just go, man. I done did it twice. I'm like, damn, twice. He goes, look, man, just put wipes on the toilet seat and then sit on your hands, bro. I'm like, hell no. It's crazy. And that's exactly what I did, bro. And I was like, but I'm over here like hovering, bro. And my leg muscles, bro, were like, God damn, bro. And then finally, bro, like, golly. I think I filled that whole bowl up, bro, on the cool. And then there was a big old bucket, right? And I just started like flushing it down, like, golly, I think I used half the whole 50-gallon thing. And I was like, man, bro, I felt so much better, bro. And then my son held it, bro, till we got back to
5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, bro, man, dude. It was bad, bro. My homie
Your
said,
son held it for 7 days?
For 7 days. But whenever we got back to Colombia, bro, golly. Man, it was bad, bro. But I mean, to me, it was cool to see my son. He was so pissed off, bro, because he was at church camp the week before and broke his phone, right? So you couldn't use your phone out there anyways, bro. But, you're going to scroll through it or whatever. He couldn't do none of that, bro. And he was so pissed until about day 3. These kids broke him into their lifestyle, bro. And it was cool to see my boy out there living life like that, bro. Like kicking the soccer ball around, doing all the things, running up the hills and coming up and down and playing tag and all this and that. And I'm like, man, it's crazy, bro. Like the selfish lifestyle that we live here, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, man, these people, bro, have nothing, man. There was a supply truck that pulled up like maybe Thursday or Friday that would pull up. And if you didn't have the funds to buy whatever was on there, mop heads and Coca-Cola and a block of ice, you weren't going to get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we had money and we bought everything for the village or whatever. And man, to see these kids enjoy a cold Coca-Cola, bro, an ice cream, you know what I mean, was everything, man. And they were just like living life, bro, like running around mocosos, bro, like barefooted, dirty clothes, hair all crazy, bro. And then whenever we left, man, they kept our hat, they kept our shoes, everything, bro. They kept everything that we had, bro. You know what I mean? I went back with nothing, bro. Wow. Because they wanted it all. And I'm like, so you can have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
That's awesome.
Thomas, I hate to rob you of this question, but we're reaching the 2 hour
Oh, no, you're
mark,
good. You're good,
and
man.
My camera's about to give way. Guys, thank you. This was fun,
Yeah,
bro.
man, bro.
This was
Thank
fucking
you.
fun. And we have to do this again.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, yeah,
man.
it's
We
awesome.
could probably
Definitely,
go
man.
2 more fucking
Yeah,
hours.
that's
bro.
good.
We'll do
That's
it
good.
2 more hours. Before we go, man, you got any shout outs? Any final thoughts?
No, just shout out to Bubba and Breeze. Shout out to you, your live show. I know you hear it multiple times, but I mean, it was an awesome time, dude. Love to be out there to see you support and see you grow. Standing room only. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, shout out to Bubba and Breeze. Shout out to all their stuff. It's amazing to even be around these guys that have such good stuff.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
But visit us on Facebook and Instagram. See where we're at.
Hell
Come try us if you have it.
Bubba and Bree. Get it. Anthony, you got any final thoughts?
Man, final thoughts, man. Life ain't long, man, so just enjoy it, bro. Live life to the fullest and just enjoy it, bro. You know?
No.
That's it.
Dude,
Short and sweet.
You really made me think, for real.
Yeah.
Especially with the Amazon.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Thank y'all for sharing, man, both of you.
Thomas, final thoughts, brother?
Be good to yourself. Love one another. If you haven't talked to somebody in a while and it's on your heart, reach out, man. Give them a call.
You're right.
And hit that phone number one more time.
My OnlyFans? 806-535-4215. And send me a text because I still don't answer my phone. And I paid my phone, so it's on again. But love you, bro. Thank you for having me
Thank
on.
you for having us, bro.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Sir.
More than I'll ever be able to express
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming, man. Thank y'all.
Sure.
Till next time, guys. Read some books.
Hey yo, JP, tell me what's the deal? Is it real that you got the hottest podcast in the land of the trill? Then tell me what's the deal, because I really need to know it. The way you wanna show it, you rip the shit like a pro. You really should be a poet, like Edgar Allan Poe. You killing shit and they just know it. And thanks to San Juan, I got this drink, I might just pour it. Got me feeling like Don Juan, pimping shit while they hoeing. As far as culture goes, we go to bitch and they know it. And I don't like to bloat it, but I know that I'm goated. I know that JP is goated. And this is not a long song, cause the credits are rolling. But I'ma tell you one more time that we fucking goated for real. Best podcast